Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Phoenix Rising with What Team Comp. Did a little adjusting of the logo. Last time I had it filling the whole screen and it just didn't feel right. Now I have Phoenix Rising also on the bottom of the screen. We're using Times New Roman, just some simple stuff right now. Might change it later. Don't know. Don't
I
know.
feel like you slick back your hair when you're. Don't!
But I wanna now.
No!
I mean, I don't have enough hair to slick back. It's very short.
Slick back what? His scalp?
Yeah, basically.
Fucking scalp himself? Jesus.
Great. No.
I call this one the scalpel.
Oh my god!
It's a real clean shave.
Oh my god!
That being said, we're here for fun. We're here for adventure. Unfortunately, our nice, friendly Oz is currently going to be MIA for just a little bit, but she will be back with us next week. Hopefully, we'll see. You know how it is. That being said, let's actually get into this. Let's have some fun. So you guys remember where we left off?
Mm-hmm.
We had met with the informant and got to have a few questions answered. During that time, one of the characters, after her question was asked, kind of snuck out.
I'm sorry, I keep
hear
getting tired of
tapping,
typing.
yeah.
This is funny.
Oh. Yeah,
Tap,
sorry.
tap, tap, tap,
You're
tap,
fine.
tap,
No,
tap,
you're
tap.
fine. It's honestly ASMR for me. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest.
Trying to send out this work email. Don't mind me.
Mm, mhm.
Mm.
And everyone else is currently still gathered together. Mon is still kind of shuffling over in their corner, just kind of watching everything and just silently, like, rubbing the back of their neck as they wait for everyone to go out and do their own thing. Speaking of which, Granny, our lovely Lay, is going to say,
I'm sorry.
Right.
There you go. You got it.
is going to go find where Juniper is.
I broke it. I didn't mean to.
Is there no logo on the game anymore? Is there
What?
no image?
What?
What are you talking about?
I don't see anything. Let me
I-
refresh.
No,
Yeah,
Tari, there was
yeah.
never an image on the map.
Huh?
There was never like an image on the map. There was just like an image on the.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, are you talking about-
She,
yeah.
she might have came into it where it didn't have anything for the image.
Yeah,
it happened.
it
to me
doesn't
too.
have
You
anything.
You have to refresh it.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
Mhm,
that makes me feel better.
Oh, there was supposed to be something. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Anyway.
I just thought it was supposed to be empty.
No, it happened to me too.
I was going along with the thing. I'm fine. Whoops.
All right. Yeah, I guess Lay would have been directed to whatever room Juniper took.
If you asked the receptionist, she would have pointed you in the right direction.
It's not
Okay, yeah, she
really
would've done
hard to find a bird the size of a man in a room.
that. Well, in a room, I don't see through walls. So
Feathers have been left.
anyway, yeah, I guess she'll very softly knock on the door. And she'll be
Answer.
like- she slowly opens it to see what she's up to. See how she looks first.
The room is in disarray, and she looks a little bit wild.
Juniper, are you all right?
No. God damn it, I was trying to keep it straight. I couldn't as soon as I saw the third word. Fuck.
Well, with her response, then she'll walk in and carefully close the door behind her.
Everything, like, it's absolute disarray. There are books open, scattered around, the sheets are off the bed. The only area that is clean is the area around the bird. Like, she didn't, like, try and throw anything over there for worry of scaring it.
What is Juniper doing? Is she sitting somewhere?
She's sitting on her bed with a book in her lap. She's kind of, like, poring over it.
Okay. Then she'll go over and just sit on the bedside. And she'll be like, you want to talk about it?
It's not fucking curable.
Or what isn't?
She gestures to the spot on her face.
Oh. Is that what you asked them?
She nods her head. The best he said he could do was to make it stop spreading.
Hold on. Does it spread? That kind of skin condition doesn't spread, does it?
Yeah, it gets worse progressively.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea. Can I see if Lay would know anything about that, though?
Are you proficient with medicine?
I think she is. Let me go check.
Yeah, girl, you know that.
Yeah, she is.
It's like the
Yes.
general, loss of
Medicine check.
pigmentation.
Yeah.
Okay, so she does know how it works. Okay.
She has a understanding of it when it's shown to her. The name of it was just like, oh, there's a name for that?
Okay, I figured. Something like that. Okay. Trying to figure out what she would even think of it. It's not like it's anything but just cosmetic, right?
Pretty much. It's not. As far as I know, and I'm like 99% certain, it's not deadly. At all.
Okay. Okay, I think I know how she's gonna handle this now. Then she'll kind of look at her and be like, now, honey, if you talk about it like it's a disease,
It technically is.
I wouldn't call it a disease.
Just looks at her like, what?
She'll, kind of reach over to hold her hand, I guess.
She lets her.
He's like, it just changes all. Some people change differently.
When people change, they don't get stared at like they're a freak of nature or comments asking what the hell happened.
Oh, that's their mistake then. But they don't see that's what make you special.
I would rather not be special. I would rather be normal. I don't like that I look like this.
She thinks about it for a minute. Well, it's not something easy to just start liking yourself. I'm trying to think of how she would phrase this.
You're fine.
Unfortunately, with
only
her,
reason
it's a
I-
little hard.
The only reason I'm able to think is because I fucking took your example. I took notes.
Yeah, I should have
Take
probably done
notes.
that earlier.
Take notes. Forget nothing.
Funny. You think just because I take notes, I remember?
I never said that you would remember everything. Just so you would forget nothing that you wrote down.
Alright. After a moment, she's thinking about it, and she's like, oh, what would you consider normal?
Not having spots like a dog,
Is normal for dogs?
but I'm not a dog.
No.
I'm a human. was technically a God, what the hell is it called? I have to do some things when I'm older. I have to fucking take over for some people when I'm older. I have to take over the business, and looking like this is gonna make it 1,000 times harder because they're gonna be too busy staring at me to listen to my words.
Then you're just gonna have to make them listen.
She does lean on her. Is it really that simple?
It ain't simple. I should have taken this a while ago. I don't think she was very aware that this is something that bothered her a lot, though.
No! She
Yeah.
tried to keep it in wraps.
Mm-hmm. I guess she's gonna be like. I'm sorry, I'm slow with
You're
this.
fine, you're fine.
Because this is a very complicated kind of topic.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Taru.
She's gonna have to probably think about it too. This is not something she's just gonna come up with answers right away. I guess she'll be like, is that why it bothers you? You worried about being able to do what you need to later?
People have issues taking me seriously now. Just because I'm fucking blunt and I have emotions. And this, on top of all that, they're either going to look at me like I'm a child or like I'm a freak. Either way, it's not good. Why I don't travel with large. End up fucking something up because I'm fucking awkward. Because I don't know how to deal with people. I'm not meant to deal with people yet. I'm a fucking researcher. And they end up just. I end up looking like the fool.
Is Leia aware of what kind of responsibility she's supposed to take up later?
You probably have a vague idea that. Because I assumed on that she honestly has something with her family sigil on it, so would she know what that family is?
Only if you told her.
She. Well, this is Granny too, then again. Yeah, so you probably know she's nobility then.
Okay, so it's nobility stuff. So I guess she would vaguely think it's stuff like, what, taking care of a group of people or something? Or what? The
know
family
that she-
business?
You know pretty much that her family are successful merchants, and her father is a minor lord.
Okay. And then she's like, you do love researching, though, don't you?
Yeah. Kind of why I left home.
Then do you even want to take over the family business?
The way I see it is this way. The goal that I have in mind is going to research animals that no one knows about, or, animals that don't quite fit in with the norm. Once I compile that data, I could hopefully publish it and add it to our family's stock. She air quotes the word stock. Place to settle down, have fun, and spread the word out if, you put things into a successful business.
So you're doing this to help your family?
And myself. It has a few selfish bits and pieces.
Well, you do want to take over the family business later, then.
She holds up up her fingers to basically mime like a little bit, but she's smiling as she does it.
As just a little bit gesture, is that what she did?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the fucking a little bit, but with the face that she's making, it's a I really do.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any easy answers for you.
No, just the really badass grandpa, while your husband was the one who did all the business.
Say that again?
She said you were just the badass grandma while your husband did all the business.
And she kind of chuckles and she's like, trust me, I didn't let him do everything.
Well, no, that wouldn't be you otherwise.
But I can tell you, while you figure things out, I'll be here for you, alright?
She fully puts her head on her shoulder. I appreciate it. More than you can know.
She'll kind of reach her arm around to kind of rub her a little on the back and kiss her forehead or something.
As one does.
She'll be like, you can always talk to me if you need to, alright?
Alright. What did I miss while I did this? And she gestures to the mess of a room.
Well, I guess she'll describe what what happened with Syl earlier, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Because it sounds like that might be what our next order of business is.
Amongst the things, the informant did mention, which Syl would have relayed, that what Syl is looking for, they have to find to give you guys direction, and that will take a little bit of time. So in the meantime, they might send you on jobs or such as that, just to get you guys, experience, as well as more things that you can use for yourselves while they're trying to pull up the information. Be like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's where they are. Have fun.
She kind of has her hands together with her hands together in front of her face, and her middle fingers are kind of touching her lips with this kind of concentrated expression.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're telling me is, one of our people, their mentor, has essentially the fate of the world in his hand. Now, I don't know exactly what the hell he's been doing, but I know for sure that Grandmama Merchants. End of the world shit is not what I expected. Just wandering through the woods.
That's just what they're saying, though. I don't know if there's any truth behind it.
I'm gonna trust the man who is potentially speaking to, other plain people and has a doorway to each one.
He knows a lot, but he's still a man.
Forgive me if I doubt that just a little bit.
Well, he didn't know where my mirror cell was, so...
You know
There's
what, fair
limited
enough.
knowledge.
You're also sneaky, though.
Me?
Nah, stupid. Don't be playing them things with me.
She just kind of laughs.
We should probably find the group, then. See what we need to do.
You ready to head back out and see him?
No, but I'll never be, so might as well do it now and rip the bandage off.
Alright. Well, and she kind of looks around the room. We can get this fixed up later.
I'm sure I'll... Honestly, this is a little bit cleaner than if I was just sitting around.
Well...
Just need to organize, maybe put the books in the... We need to go! She's going to start organizing if she stays much longer, so she heads to the door.
Okay. Yeah, I guess as she's heading out, she's like, well, I guess it's a different kind of skill to make this much of a mess so fast.
I find order in chaos.
That's one way to look at it. And I guess they'll leave to go find it where I guess everyone else left to or whatever.
As far as I'm aware, I don't think everyone left, unless they had gone to,
I thought they were down at the bottom of the
Yeah.
bottom of the
Remember,
block.
it's like 11 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's-
they're
it's-
probably just downstairs.
Yeah, it's barely reaching noon.
Yeah.
Be right back, real quick.
Okay. I guess it would be a good idea for us to all gather up and figure out what we're doing next.
Mhm.
Because I know Lay said that she wanted to talk to Juniper before making decisions.
Mhm. Speaking of that, she just said, "Be right back."
Yeah.
we need her around us to make sure we can make decisions immediately. Just like, hold on, I'll be right back. Me, Rose. that just be like that sometimes, you know.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can start discussing the options at the very
You're getting in and out, mad.
fun. We can start discussing the options at the very least, see what's on the table, and
Hmm.
gets back.
True. So is everyone gathered together, I guess?
We'll
I
say
reckon.
that yes.
Okay.
I'll say the only person who's not there is Robin, and that is because Robin was, quote unquote, taken away with the informant to take care of some stuff.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Are they talking about anything as we're coming up?
Up to them.
I
No.
probably would have turned to what's the small kobold's lad's
Mon.
name? Mon.
Yep.
Probably would have turned to him and started talking about how it is that he got being a bard. Because that's curious. You don't see many kobold bards.
True.
Okay. I should pull up something real quick.
To be fair, Kobold PCs, that's like 80%.
Mhm.
Or no, 50 or so.
Really? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Players really like playing
They're-
the Kobold Bards.
Kobold Barge or Kobold Rogues, one of those two.
I've actually seen a
Unless
Kobold
you're
Ranger.
cunning like me and play a Kobold Barbarian, where it's really at.
Butter's arms are almost bigger than his torso.
And he's
Yeah.
half naked.
That's great.
You ask that, and Mon just kind of stares at you, just kind of like wide-eyed, just like, For fun, roll me an intelligence check. Just for the fun of it.
Just a
Caesar,
straight intelligence
hey,
check.
Mhm.
Okay, it's not bad. 14.
Not bad at all. As you're asking that, you're seeing Mon just being like very just like uh, uh. He doesn't have an instrument.
Okay. That is curious.
Mhm.
Does he have a weapon?
Let me pull up their sheet real quick. I believe they have at least. They have a light crossbow on their back.
Okay.
They have a quarterstaff and a dagger.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
I mean, I suppose it's nice enough. I mean, if, I don't. My voice isn't really good for singing, so sorry. I'm not the best at. I'm not going to be a good performer.
Ah, but shy. You ain't gotta sing all the time to be a good bard. Sometimes you just gotta, well, I was gonna say play an instrument, but one of those either. Well, no, I can. You have some kind of really tiny instrument. Do you have a harmonica?
A what?
You know,
To be fair, you also
I
don't have to.
mime. I mime a harmonica guru. And I'm like,
Just so you
"Whoa."
are, just so you do know, Mad, you don't have to have an instrument to be a bard.
No, you don't.
You don't have to be, no, but it does help in the sense of typical arcane. Unless he's using an unorthodox or subclass specific.
I figured that'd be kind of the
Idea.
bard idea anyway, so I figured that bias that everyone thinks anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I start miming out what a harmonica playing looks like.
They stare at your hands. Let me actually see if they've. Are I mean,
I'm back.
I've eaten ribs before, but I didn't know they were called harmonicas where you're from.
No, no. Okay, so
Paris, to fill you in, you're coming back into the room to seeing Sababella attempt to mime out what playing a harmonica looks like.
What an instrument that doesn't exist looks like.
Oh.
Correct.
You're thinking
Okay, so-
panpipes or pan flute.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. I'm like,
Okay.
can I just shout like oh, a pan flute? It's just like, can I just shout that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
What the hell are you trying to mime?
long story.
It looks like you're trying to mime a pan flute, sweetie.
Oh,
Close
I've
enough.
heard of pan flutes. Yeah.
Do you have any of those?
No. Most instruments, I kind of looks at their hands. I mean, if I knew how to make them, maybe I'd try. But if I knew how to, where to get them from, maybe. But I just kind of
Probably could buy one in the city.
Just very much concerned, like stares at you with wide eyes, just like, all right.
The bean!
Crowds,
I mean, you don't-
right?
Ah,
They like rock from side to side slightly. Yeah.
Oh no! Can I like pet it? Can I pet their head just a little bit just to soothe them?
As soon
please?
as you start petting their head, they go stock still, ears snap out completely, ramrod straight sideways, and their eyes just kind of
They don't have
dilate.
ears, don't they, at least?
What the
Oh yeah,
fuck?
no ears. But they're basically just. I apologize. I was thinking of a different.
They got holes.
Yeah, they're lizards.
Their
Granted,
whole,
it'd be
their whole
interesting.
stick out.
No,
Ew.
he kind of mlems a little, just like
Oh wait, did he relax or did he freeze?
froze
It's
up.
kind of hard to tell.
He
Right.
froze up. He's stiff. He's stiff, not moving.
Sugar
Well,
plum.
that's
I'm
a
gonna poke him.
I'm a poke too.
This is all.
You touched his soft spot, Paris. Oh god.
He. You basically poke him from either side, and just both sides just suck in.
You seem to have a
Fascinating.
panic attack by touching him. Let's touch him.
I'm taking notes.
alright. I'll keep that in mind. Think about it.
Juniper, have you heard of ethics boards before? I'm joking.
Is that in or out of character? Because I will stab you with this quill.
Out of character.
And no, I haven't. What about? She's kind of just like looking him over, both worried and curious as to what the fuck. I think I broke it. Can I
Is-
medicine check this?
Sure. Are you proficient?
No, but I have a 4.
Okay.
I mean, I'm proficient in insight if you prefer that.
Yeah, go ahead. You DM rolled it, but that's a 9.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're apparently they're either just being goofy or some shit.
I feel like Merryweather at this point might like approach this poor thing because now it looks like it's dead and this thing's an omnivore. You know, if you don't move, then Mary might end up thinking that you're a snack.
Starts looking around like, looks over at Mary, drops under the table.
Oh no.
Oh, well, now you've scared the lad.
I was being real. She started licking her beak.
Okay, but there's a better way to tell him than that.
The bird just
How?
kinda, like looks like it at you confused, just like, what'd I do?
How?
We can talk about this later. We should
I mean-
probably figure out what we're doing next.
Figured we were just gonna be taking odd jobs. Head honcho dimension door up there.
Yeah, we got to figure out what those odd jobs are. Didn't want to leave you out. Figured we wait for you.
I appreciate it. She sends her. She does give her a genuine smile before she kneels in under the table.
I was about to say you better not in front of me.
For what?
Better not kneel
Better
in
No.
not
front of
be
me.
yelling in front of me.
You are only like a foot shorter than me. I barely have to crane my
know.
neck.
I know you better not be.
Like shit, man. You're probably up to my neck. I'll kind
I
of
might
kneel
only
on the
be up to your
table.
neck, but I can.
Stop trying to fucking tear at me. You know, now that you're moving, she don't think he is a snack no more, so you can stop hiding.
You sure?
She won't eat. She's my companion. She won't actually eat you until she gets the full command.
Eyes like widen slightly.
Why would I give her the command to eat you when you roast kobolds so effectively?
Holds up a finger. Thinks about it. Holds up a finger. Thinks about
You're
it.
useful. And you're kind of cute. Oh no, I broke him again.
No, no. They're still they still look like they're contemplating it. I'm useful?
Yeah?
I can be
I mean, how else could I learn about kobolds? And who else could use spells like that amongst us? I know I can't.
Oh, okay. They slowly start crawling out, like their nose pops out first, just like moves the tablecloth back and forth a little bit, slowly pushes out more, comes face to face with with Mary, just looking at him, just like Mary's trying to figure out what's going on, just freezes up for a second, slowly just crawls past the bird. Who's just watching them, just like, what the hell are you doing? But the bird does nothing, and they slowly pull themselves into a chair, just sit, kind of arms in their lap, glance at
What the
bird.
fuck just happened?
What?
Got a call, came back, for some reason everyone was like a million times slower.
I don't know.
Oh, that's what's happening. I thought I heard someone roboting, but I wasn't sure.
Oh,
It sounded like a lion.
amazing.
I believe Discord had a heart attack for you.
Oh no.
Oh, goodness.
Jeez. But yes, he does finally sit down, brushes off his dress, and just kind of looks at everyone. Eventually, lunch is served. Since this is your first day here, the receptionist tells you that they're not going to charge you for anything. Obviously, once you actually start working, you're going to have to pay for it. But for right now, you've just been invited. You've just been hired on. Enjoy some food. You know,
Right.
have some good food in your stomach.
Is there anyone else staying in this place?
Are you asking her?
I mean, I'm not asking. No, but have we seen anyone?
Not yet.
Look, I will eat character shit.
Okay. Oh,
Excuse me.
yes.
We're not the only ones, like, staying here, right?
I mean, there's a few other people. You're the first who's come back from a trial that's gone into a rending area.
Oh,
we did have a few people who've just delivered a few parcels. Some people think that it's meant to be harder, and so they don't believe us when we say if they want to, they can stay around to speak with him. They think that they have to go do some grand things, so they go with a different group later, and then they don't come back. So I
So
can.
what you're saying is they got their head stuck up their ass and got lost on the way back out.
Good analogy. Worst part is
I'm
that
sure.
they stuck it up there themselves, and well, we can't really say that's our fault at that point because they chose to, and they are. Yes, she looks uncomfortable. She has no idea what to say to this. She's like, yeah, no, you're not wrong.
You don't need to worry about offending me if that's what you're worried about.
Offend? No, I'm not worried about offending you. I'm worried about. I don't wish for, if any of them did come back, for them to think that I spoke ill of them. I know you wouldn't. I know, but I don't.
You're just telling us what happened to them. I made it into an own little analogy of mine. If they have a problem with it, they can come talk to me, not you. Okay, sugar?
You are a darling. Thank you. Actually, I will be right back. I should let them know that there's food.
Go.
She runs off.
Oh, I will kind of
Hmm?
grab onto her hand as gently as possible and put a gold into it.
Oh.
Thank you for the information.
You're welcome. I love working here. She runs off. A little bit later, you see a few people come downstairs. You see a very tired lizard folk, very crocodilian, dark green, just wearing just a loincloth with a bandolier of what you can presume are
Oh,
like
please,
birds
God, tell me that it's long enough.
for yep, yeah. For
Thank God.
yeah. Yeah.
Lizard folk don't care. That's why I'm asking.
I mean,
They also don't have external privates.
yeah.
do they? Oh, I thought.
No, they
oh,
don't.
my bad.
They don't.
Thank
Lizards.
God. Okay.
Yeah, the lizards.
Yeah, I don't know which
Not
lizard
all
has
the
a.
time.
I was about to say, look, I'm like, I don't know which lizards have a swinging dick and which don't.
Quiet nature at tiptoe. Dick swinging like hypno. As you're watching this, you see them just take a seat at a table, just kind of like lean back slowly, and they just put their chin onto the table and just.
Come on. I've had those days.
Another person who comes downstairs is a little halfling, and you can hear them coming down the stairs because every step they make, ding, 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 ding.
Bells.
They have bells, and around their neck they have a pan flute. So basically, the whole bells and
Speaking
whistles. And they just happily just jingle in, and just when they go sit down, they're continuously kind of doing a little shuffle in place until they finally seem to settle down. They're noisy as all hell. If they went to anywhere, they're not sneaky. And then comes down a larger figure, a lot stranger looking compared to the others. A very tall man, violet skin, with dark hair that's been done up into a bun, with just very messy, a few hands kind of over their face and such, with a very strange chess piece. Anyone who's proficient in nature can roll a nature check.
Damn it!
Yep. And they just kind of look around the place, and you can see they have almost cat-like eyes, yellow with little slits to them. That as soon as they actually come to light, they seem to blink a little bit, cover their face, and when it comes out, they it does the whole cat turns it into circles thing,
Ooh.
dilates.
The journal is out. The fucking quill is rapidly going.
Yep. They look.
That
Are they
quill,
like-
fucking graphite pencil
Yep.
and lead piece.
They look tired, with their
Dang
eyes
it.
a little bit sunken in. Quarterstaff that's got little holes with little tiny little fungi growing out of it as they move over and sits down at a table. And then there is the final person. She is a very, very elegant, very, very well dressed Dragonborn. Like her, like it's clear that she is trying to present herself as elegantly as possible, and also perhaps trying to hide herself as a Dragonborn very poorly. She has her hood up, but her snout clearly is poking out of it. So you can see her bronze scaling clearly, despite it. She wears a pair of gloves, and at her side is a very ornate, again, very ornately crafted longsword. And every step they take, there's a little of the clawed feet. No shoes, just wrappings of such. Are you writing openly, by the way?
You know how you curl up with a fucking sketchbook so it's like on your thighs? Yeah.
And you said you were looking at the third gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you're doing that, obviously you're staring. You have to look up every now and then. You look up and you kind of see them catch eyes with you for a second. You just kind of like look back down, keep drawing, look back up, and you see him just staring. Like you do it like 2 or 3 more times, where it's just like you look up and they're still just kind of like watching you, just like tilting their head from side to side, just like what. And slowly they kind of just push themselves up, cough a little bit, just clearing their chest as they use the staff to kind of help them walk a little bit. Is no one proficient with nature? Neat.
Oh god!
I just looked it over and realized no one rolled for
I
that.
love how sad Matt just sounded. No.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
you think I would be, but
Right!
No worries, no worries. But
Still mildly bothered that nature and medicine are not switched in their fucking skill checks. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, it weirds me out.
it's kinda weird.
Fine. It's fine. Technically speaking, it's DM choice, and I like it as it is so far. But I'm flexible on that. You guys know me. That being said, he does kind of he approaches the table specifically towards you.
Wait, question.
Yes.
You said he has a cane.
Not a cane, a quarterstaff. It just has.
Okay, I was about to say, I was asking because I was wondering if he was walking with a limp.
No, he's got like a cough, and like it's like to help stabilize him when he's coughing. Seems to rack his chest a bit. And he walks up to you, just kind of like looks down at you for a moment, just kind of taking you in as he watches you, drawing. And I'm imagining you're slowing down a little bit as he's just. And actually,
No.
you're not slowing down. This is you were talking about.
Now she got a close and personal view.
Right, exactly.
The details.
Oh yeah, you can see those very golden eyes, very cat-like.
what? Can we tell what race he is?
I'll say you can roll a nature check. If you guys, for this one, this is trying to get as close to understanding what it is as possible. If you want to, roll it and let me know if your wisdom modifier is higher. I will allow you to use wisdom on this. What the
It is.
fuck
Paris.
that noise?
Yeah, I'm scaring
My
him.
wisdom
I'm sorry.
is high.
You
let me...
ain't scare me. It's just
Just tell me
why.
what it is with
Why not?
wisdom modifier
Because
instead.
you're challenging me.
Oh.
I have a saxophone in the background.
Do not.
Try me.
My wisdom's higher. So
So-
if you're letting me have that, that'd be a 14.
Okay, thank you.
Fucking
Uh,
like Scooby Doo. Are you challenging?
roll nature, and then let me know if it had used your wisdom instead of.
Oh,
Yeah, wisdom's higher.
So it'd be a 11, 11,
I
12.
think. Yeah.
Is it 2 points higher? Okay, so 11.
Yes.
All right, Mad, did you want to
9,
roll?
10.
Or did
Oh
you
wait,
need me
no,
to
it'd be
roll?
12.
Oh, it'd be 12. Oh, see,
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
you max whiz?
No. No? Maybe it is 2 higher. I'm
You-
like a
okay,
little confused about
You rolled a
One
7,
higher.
so if it's 4, it would be 7 plus 4.
Yeah, it's 1 higher, Taru. So your intelligence
Oh,
modifier is
I see what
2.
you mean. Okay, I
Yeah,
get
the
it.
modifier is 1 higher. Yes. So
Okay, yeah.
it's actually
it's only
a
10.
10. Yeah.
10.
Also 10. Nice.
10.
NPR, do you want to try? NPR. There we go.
Is
9.
NPR dead? Okay.
No, he's just quiet. He might be eating stuff.
Maj.
No, I'm
Monster.
just quiet.
Okay, no worries. Paris, you are the one who gets the. It's strange because the only thing that your mind is able to really associate with this is that he must be some type of giant kin, but you can't place it.
So basically what you're telling me is like all that goes through her brain is big.
He is like Giantkin. He is a tall man's.
And he's just staring at me.
At the moment, yes.
He can keep staring because she gonna keep drawing until he says something.
Are you aware it's rude to stare at people?
Oh.
I'm aware it's rude, but you are a beautiful person.
Just so you know, Groot, he has the same body structure as that race.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
I know.
nothing about his
Oh,
structure
yeah, no,
is
but
different.
she wouldn't have been familiar with them. So her DC was
I'm
off
surprised
by 1.
Taru wouldn't.
Taru,
Okay.
I'm gonna DM you what he most looks like, because
Oh, okay.
you have seen what he is similar to, but coloration, a whole bunch of stuff is just making you go. I mean, it's close, but no, that's not exactly what it is.
Okay.
So, yeah. Big guy. We're talking upper to mid 8 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Christ on a bun!
Yeah. Violet skin, like you said. The dark, like, jet black hair. And that comes to a bun in the back. Messy as all. Not done perfectly. Bit of stumble on the face. That hide-ish chit. It looks like almost like. Some people say chit and some people say kitten.
Mhm.
Or kitten or whatever the hell.
Tight.
It's like that kind of.
Chitin.
Chitin. It's kind of like that. It's like a muddy. It look like the color. It's not muddy. The color to describe it would be like a muddish, like leaning towards yellow. Looks very fatigued. Carries that quarterstaff, like you said, and a bit of stubble starting on the face.
It's not
You look
rescinding
like
what
you've been
you
walking
said.
for days.
What'd she say?
You look like you've been walking for days.
For a few days, I think is what he said.
I've gotten sleep recently. If that's what you're asking.
Oh, take a load off. Sit down.
Okay. And he'll sit awkwardly.
Sabella, you beautiful angel, you just made him sit down so I can study this better.
You say started some stubble. Is there any way I can tell how old this guy is?
I'd say I'll say straight wisdom check.
Oh,
Okay.
wait,
Since I
was gonna
don't
ask
know
what-
his race, I don't know how well
That's-
this is gonna go.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Not super well.
Okay.
Can I, Don?
I'm gonna say no because you're not sure of the specifics.
You're not old enough yet.
Surprise.
Smarter than you, though. I was actually surprised by your nature.
Right,
I was like, wait, what? You're what?
Juniper is not. I am.
I guess now that he's sitting down, Lei is gonna be like, "Don't mind Juniper over here. She just likes anyone that looks interesting."
So everyone.
He's nodding. Okay.
Oh, and I'm Lei. And she'll go around introducing everyone at the table.
Granny is
Oh yeah,
taking
she's
over.
being nice. She's being nice and sociable.
He'll hold out his hand to you.
Oh, she'll shake it.
My name is Mycelium.
Butters.
Yeah, like spell.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I love how I can hear him as about to, because there's a slight like static and then the voice comes.
Perfect.
Mycelium. He coughs a bit.
Bless you.
Alright.
That is not the response to a cough. He looks to the kobold.
Shrinks down. You are very tall.
I'll pat the kobold's head again to try and soothe him. He's just gonna sip it up again, but you know.
Yes, I guess that is an adjective to describe me. Now,
I mean, I can't quite tell what you are, so beautiful is the best thing that I could use to describe you. Especially your eyes.
The word known around here would be furball.
Oh, okay. He's fuzzing.
Have any of us ever heard of before?
That's a good question. Probably not.
Sababella, you're from areas where you've heard of them, but you've not interacted with them. Lay also has actually met one or two very nice people. Very, very pleasant. Don't mess with their forests. They will be able to mess you up if they so need. But nice people otherwise.
Juniper just looks at fucking Lay like, what? What is that?
Just like, I met a few furbolgs in my time. They're real nice people.
Oh, yeah, the first one. Wait a minute.
Are they all this big?
From what I hear, yeah. Oh,
We're
although you do seem,
Glad to be your first experience.
Man, you're cutting it out!
I've heard, well, you're a mite bigger than what I've heard them. Not that much, maybe only about half a foot or so, but yeah, they're all about this big.
were the ones I knew big or this size?
Big boy.
Done.
Around about.
He's over the average height.
Yeah, he is a little bit of a big boy.
Okay.
That's both terrifying and amazing.
So why are you looking so tired? What are you getting up to?
He looks kind of taken aback by it. That's kind of just how I look.
Oh, my apologies. I figured you just came back from some kind of trip. Figured I'd ask about you.
No, I'm just like this.
Fair enough.
Qatar, are you wheezing?
She's trying not to.
Kinda is. He's so giggling. Oh god.
So, what brings you around here?
Traveling.
Well, you ain't wrong. We all travelers here now, aren't we?
Blind wandering is more similar to what I would call my journey, but you
That one. I'm taking wherever the wind takes me at this point.
Out of character,
Mhm.
is it usual to see a furbolg so far outside of like a forest?
They tend to be very, from what you've heard. Actually, roll me a history check, just so
That's fair. Let's see what kind of history I know.
Let's see what history you know.
Can I history?
You may history
Are
as
we
well.
rolling?
Yes.
Sweet.
What are we rolling?
History.
For
See what we know about
Verbal
Furbolg.
history.
Furbolg lore.
Verbal galore.
Told you fuckers I was coming in swinging.
Mm.
You did.
This sounds perfectly reasonable.
YOLO!
Perfectly reasonable. Don't worry, I'll get to your 13 in a second.
My
Is
ins.
that everyone?
fuck.
No, Sabby, NPR. Is that everyone? That is
Yeah,
everyone.
because
Yeah.
Oz isn't here.
Yeah, that's right. Oz isn't here. Alright. So, NPR, Verbal, from what you've heard, are very, very family, very tribe oriented individuals. Granted, it is not super out of the norm for one to, go off and adventure on their own. It's just that most of the time you see them, there's, a few others who are around. So it's just a little different, that's all.
Is that for me or for Sue?
That's
Is
for
that the one?
NPR. 'Cause you have
NPR,
13.
okay. Yeah.
Silverell, he just doesn't react. He just kind of. Wait, what was this in reaction to, by the way?
Asking him if he'd traveled far.
Yeah, you just kind of. Yeah, just don't react, I guess.
Fair enough. So yeah, you guys are all kind of looking at him, and after a moment's thought, you're just, all your minds are kind of just like, I mean, to be fair, if you want to, be like, wow, this is, totally something that is out of the norm. I want to, poke this. Sure. And you rolled. Everyone except
I've
NPR
already-
rolled under a 10.
I've already poked
Mhm.
once. Unintentional.
Dude, his
Oh.
profile is being sketched. I can't poke worth shit right now.
Oh, also, just so you know, he is wearing clothes underneath the arm. Because
Obviously.
Gru described it as just a plate. It basically does have some padding on the arms, but the shirt he's actually wearing underneath, it's kind of like not a V-neck, but like an older style shirt that has a single button at the top of it. It's very
Oh, like those ones
ragged.
that you stitch.
Yeah.
Up by the collar.
Yes, and it's about it has like a 3/4 arm type length. So the rest of his arm's just out completely on either side. Yeah, clothes underneath the armor ain't the best at all.
Yeah.
It stops it from chafing though, shit.
Very much worse for wear.
Yep.
You travel from a long way out?
Huh?
You travel from a long way out?
He thinks for a second.
Oh god.
That is very much a way to describe it.
And I guess he's not gonna divulge more.
Probably not.
Are you gonna ask him to?
Mm,
That's
Wait.
the real question.
So where exactly do you come from then? If someone wants information, just leave it to the person with no fucking question filter.
A place without that. And he'll like point upward.
The sun?
Yeah, that thing.
So underground?
What?
No
Everyone
sun.
could- yeah, you cut out for me. That's why I said that.
So,
Yeah.
so underground?
Shrugs.
Wouldn't you know if you had dirt above or below your feet?
I mean, at some points, they were both. Sometimes you couldn't really just see the sky. Like, there was no dirt, no nothing, just darkness. Depending where you were.
Sounds like a terrifying place.
Is there anything I can roll to figure out what the fuck he could possibly be
Right,
describing?
I'll
right.
say that I'll let your minds try and piece that together. Because that'd
Okay.
probably be what your characters would be piecing together.
Okay. Like, what the fuck could that even be?
Fucking terrifying is what it sounds like.
But yes. Okay. Goodbye. And he stands up.
As he stands up, the food is placed before him, and they just kind of like look over at you, just like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Were you? Oh,
I have the assumption this situation was getting awkward, so I wanted to remove myself from it. I don't think I'm too welcome. And he'll kind of just grab the food with one hand.
You are more than welcome over here. You are a fascinating person.
That's why. He points at you.
I think that she's trying to say she likes you."
Juniper,
In a, just
I think he likes being treated like a person,
yeah.
not subject.
If he was a subject, I'd be poking and prodding at him.
But you called him fascinating, as though he were an object of interest.
People have used the word fascinating as compliments.
Wow.
Not everyone's gonna think that as a compliment, Junipie.
Fair enough. I apologize then, Mr. I'm going to get your name wrong, I just know it. Messalian?
What is it?
Yes, that works.
Mycelian, honey.
That works too.
Kind of character.
Did I say it
was
wrong?
Marcellius, right?
No.
It was fuck. He just doesn't give a shit if you say it wrong
It's
or
another
not.
Faros! It's another Faros!
Yeah, he just doesn't fully give a shit if you say it wrong or not. It's like
Well-
you guys are both like it can be pronounced either or
Oh, okay.
basically.
Yeah.
I don't remember which way he said
He
it.
pronounced it mycelian.
Mycelian.
Yes.
Okay.
Mycelian, yeah.
They would have said it right, not me.
Okay, we'll sit back down. I imagine his knees are like above the table a little bit. You know, as he is just like sitting there breathing, there's the slightest rap as his chest expands and concave.
Roll medicine on him to see if I can notice any other symptoms?
I'd say not without his permission.
Because I'd have to fucking prod him.
Yeah. To really, hear and try and get a better grasp of that, you'd have to prod him and
Suddenly puts ear to throat. Sir, are you alright? You sounded like you got one hell of a wheeze.
A bit of a cough. But I'm fine.
If you want, I can look you over and see if there might be a way to remedy it a bit.
There isn't.
There's like
And
a look of
There's a subtle smile, like not fully like smiling, but just a subtle like corners raised.
there's a look of slight pity, but it's like the fucking. I don't know exactly how to word it. We'll go with sympathy for right now, and then if I figure out how to word it better, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Why are you people here? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, we've been
Well-
asking you questions back.
Do you want me to summarize it, or does anyone want to just tell him the full juicy details?
we're here to ask questions. Isn't that why we came here?
I know what you are. And he points to the kobold.
He leans back, eyes widening, just like, what?
You're the only one that looks normal.
Oh my goodness.
He looks like taken aback, just like puts a hand to this, just like, oh. Thank you. I think. But confused, calculating meme, kobold face.
I just haven't seen a lot of the others.
I
Types
know,
before.
They're so kind of like motions to all of them, right?
I wear something.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
even
somebody
going
way
to
back
take
here.
a stab at what you meant by that.
They're soft.
You see
He's-
Junie look down at her chest?
He looks confused still. Like,
You're kind of soft like him, but are you? Can I holds out a hand?
Can I feel you?
his eyes look more down. Like, because before he was looking like he never makes. He's not making full eye contact with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's making like partial eye contact. He's like looking at your forehead a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
but he looks a little more down at that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm? Yes. What?
Can I?
Can you what?
They have their hand held out like they want to, touch you.
I'll take his hand.
They like their hand is small enough that like they can like wrap their hand around your fingers. Obviously they're not that small, but when they do so, they're like looking at it, they like try and put their hand around your wrist and they don't quite get the thumb to the middle finger. Just kind of like looking at
Doesn't
you.
quite. He's a small creature. I'm 8'6". I'm surprised
yeah.
it was even close.
No,
Right.
not even close. I forgot. Big boy.
Yeah. Big boy.
Yeah, like almost halfway by a bit.
As he does extend his hand is very calloused, by the way. Lay, you shook his hand earlier, you would have noticed that too. Like, very calloused over.
I'm gonna write this down.
So,
He pokes like the calluses and then like touches your hand and kind of leans back. Yeah, you're soft too, but you looked, kind of taps his chest. You look like one of those things from my people called them the actually, let me double check something. I actually wanted to. There's a specific way I wanted to phrase this because the common name is not something that Mon would know, but Mon, I rolled to see out a character and he got a natural 20, so.
Jesus Christ! See, he is useful. We don't know Dick Tiddley.
you ain't gotta say it that rude, Bears Day.
I called him what? Motherfucker!
I mean, he
Stop
does.
fucking twisting
he
my
does-
words like this.
I mean, he does seem like a bard with negative charisma, so
I just think he's a rogue.
could be.
Can rogues learn fire breath or dragon's breath?
Is that not a kobold thing, maybe?
Is it?
I can promise
Arcane
you,
trickster.
they did
Kobolds
not.
don't
They did not
learn.
use dragon's breath.
No.
Fuck did he?
He's probably an arcane trickster.
The confused looker. That thing.
What?
It's confused looker. That's what my people called it. When you look at them, you either get really confused and you just don't do anything, or they're really dangerous because if you're not doing anything, then they can pick you up and just drag you down
Wait,
into the dark.
What
Points
is this
to
again?
Mon's pointing at their armor.
what's on their armor?
They're describing the creature that they recall their family discussing being that creature. They don't know the name of it that you guys would know, but they say that amongst the kobolds they're called confused lookers.
Is that what it translates to in Draconic? Or from
You
Draconic?
saying-
That's what they call it. A confused looker is what they would name for it.
Are you saying their armor was made using one or by one or something? Because you said
It's
they
made
pointed
from
to
it.
their armor.
Yeah, they're pointing at Mycelian's armor.
What does the armor look like?
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
It's a
Sorry.
a chitinous amber color. Doesn't really look to be made out of anything that you are intimately familiar with, but it's definitely different. Definitely a little bit weird.
Okay.
Okay.
In character, I have no idea what's going on. Out of
God.
character, Butters.
Rolling low all night.
I didn't think you were going to swing.
Huh?
Swing.
I didn't
sorry,
think you were
swing.
gonna swing that hard.
I know the
God.
proper name for it, right, girl?
What's the intelligence for?
Yes, they were described to you in a way that you would be. Tara was just asking a question. And I told her to roll an intelligence check.
Ah.
You're,
Mhm.
yeah, it's you're not ringing any
Yeah.
bells for you.
It's okay.
From what I could tell, this is the hide from an umber hook.
Umber hook?
Do I know what?
Right, yeah, that's what I was
Nature
gonna ask.
check.
Not again!
You boys are rolling hot tonight.
I
Hey,
am
man.
rolling
Yeah.
solo all night. So bad.
My int's killing me.
I thought you had good int.
No, I have good wisdom.
You would think that, man. It turns out I just have expertise with nature.
Fucking punch you in the face.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Weirdly, it looks like the armor has been decayed a little bit. Like, sides of the armor. Like, it looks like it definitely comes from something natural that started to decay. But, like, yeah, if that makes sense. It definitely
Yeah.
started to, but it didn't finish
Okay.
it. So,
Go.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What
I'll.
were
You would
Oh.
know that a Umber Hulk is a creature that, when it looks at people, doing so can cause you to become lost or even confused, like either moving in random directions or just completely still, like you're stunned, and can very much be very dangerous if you are caught unawares by one, because they can and will drag you into the depths, and well, you don't come back from that.
And NPR and I both know that.
Yes,
Oh, that's
Ju-
impressive.
Juniper, you've heard some of this. You didn't know it was called an Umber Hulk at the time, but now that you're hearing this, you're like, what? That's a really weird name for it, but okay.
I mean, not really, if you know what Umber stands for.
You know,
What if you didn't?
but if you didn't,
Oh no, do I? Do I?
do you?
Would I?
Are you
Latin,
smart-
would I know
are
this?
you- Are you smart enough to know the language?
You know what? I say this, but I know Sylvan and Draconic, so I would think
Yeah,
that I
you'd be
picked
fine.
up a bit on Latin.
You're fine with knowing what Umber means. Not gonna
Shut up, NPR!
Gotta keep quiet on that one.
Shut up, Artificer! Shut the fuck up!
See, I know another language, so I must know Latin.
It's just like I know English, and I've still picked up on a bit of Latin, because that's all that fucking we take from!
What?
It's okay.
You're
Why
fine.
are you picking on me?
You're
Did you
fine.
make that armor yourself, or did you have someone make it after you killed it?
Why does it look like it's half decayed?
Still just nods in like.
Wow.
In, He's impressed.
Well, it took a while to find a place where I was safe enough to skin it. A few days.
That's fair.
Yes.
That sounds like a story.
Not really. Not that interesting.
I feel like that's objective with our group. So you just came here because you were traveling. You didn't have anything to do with. She like gestures with her thumb up, like upward.
I'm just seeing where destiny takes me.
Is that your group over there?
Was it?
Ah! Done.
Sorry, say again. You cut out for me for a second there.
Was that my group?
That
The Dragonborn, like, is
Oh,
that
no.
his group?
no, you wandered in on your own. They've
Okay.
just been doing their
Yeah.
own things, which they're
Yeah, I
at,
thought
they're at a
so.
table together.
They also happen to be tired.
I mean, the lizard folk is tired. The
Tired my ass. He is dropped dead out of it.
The dragonborn looks perfectly fine, and the halfling has been bouncing this whole time. Either they had way too much caffeine, or they're just being a goofball.
Is it even easy access for caffeine?
You don't know.
They
You haven't asked yet.
hide the coffee in the good places.
He still finds it.
Surprise.
He eats coffee from the beans.
No!
Only the bean.
He
Catch
eats.
him. Catch him in the cabinet halfway through a fucking bag of coffee. Ew.
Leave it alone. Yeah, they're not your group.
Yes, I have no idea who those people are.
The face definitely reads with the. Why'd you sit with them?
He
But
didn't.
she doesn't say anything.
Yeah, he
Oh, I
didn't.
thought he sat down
No,
with them.
He
Okay.
was going to sit down, but he paused because you were staring at him.
Oh, she's.
He's going to go sit at a different table.
Okay. I misunderstood his place. Redact!
You're fine, you're fine. Well, you can still ask because you didn't know if he was going to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
So it was perfectly reasonable to ask.
I look like you were gonna sit down with him then.
I wasn't.
Where the hell were you gonna?
There's
Never
a few
mind.
other
A
tables out
different
there.
table.
Yeah,
That's why she just said. Never mind.
the realization.
So you said the free real estate.
It's free real estate.
Well then, that's free real estate.
No.
It's free real estate.
No.
Yes.
I imagine
Stop.
you're standing, food in your hand, just being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go sit down," and then you're like, "Well, hold on, yeah."
Bitch is staring a hole in my face.
Mon pats the chair next to them, just like, "You want to sit down? I know that they're weird, but they don't."
I've been said I sat,
Okay,
Kurt.
you sat. Okay, good.
Guru,
Oh.
this is an odd question. But could I use alchemist supplies to make hot sauce? Or would I be able to? Or would that just
I
be
think that's
cooked?
cook's
Would that be
That'll be
cooked?
cooks. Yeah,
Okay.
Because you're essentially ringing a fucking pepper.
it's
There's all-
it's basically you're trying to Gordon Ramsay it. That's gonna be cooking tools.
Okay.
Oh goodness, that'd be fucking hilarious though. Throw hot sauce right in someone's face.
That would hurt.
Oh,
What's the
I mean,
point?
I was more thinking, just the
food.
regular use of hot sauce.
Fucking plebeian brain.
Pocket sand with a new
Good one.
dimension.
Oh my god. Spicy.
And-
liquid pocket sand.
To go back to the question that was asked earlier, I'm going to turn to Mycelian.
We were all, cold here. I suppose you could say, on a job for the proprietor of this place. Didn't quite turn out the way we thought it would, but it was interesting nonetheless.
You see the receptionist like taking your plates and such and putting down more if you guys are asking for it. And when she hears some of that, she's like, I mean, technically speaking, this is my place. He has just brought in a lot more business, and so I haven't exactly told him to, stop or to leave.
Oh, my apologies. Didn't realise. I figured he was just like the high manager and you were the regular manager.
I'm
I feel like
technically-
she's slightly insulted.
I'm very
Yeah,
much
right.
the manager here. you can believe me on that.
So noted.
I'm on my third plate, by the way, probably at this point, John.
Syl is quick to eat. He still eats
Quick to
rather
consume.
Yes, he consumes quickly, but he doesn't eat that much. Like he eats the plate and then that's it.
Peasantry Paris, I'm on my 4th plate.
You're a fucking dwarf god and kiss my black ass!
Then there's Lay, who's just like, I gotta like eat for both of us. Pat's the
He
Die
seems to be
for
like,
food.
Mycelium seems to be like very much enjoying his food. Not like, oh my god, this is so good.
He's
No, he just-
savoring it.
He
Hmm.
savors it a lot, yeah.
Syl's gonna look over at the table, the folk, dragonborn, and gnome.
Mhm.
Do they look like they have any potions on them?
Potion.
Damn!
Make a perception check.
Both me and Butters at the same fucking
cut
time.
out for me. You're
Perception.
okay.
Yep.
Eh.
There's been nothing higher than a 17 this entire.
Yeah.
Oh no, 18 medicine. Excuse me.
The halfling who's bouncing around, one of the things that keeps bouncing against the bells on their waist is a potion.
Does it look like a potion of healing?
It appears to be a potion of healing. It has the same color.
Well, damn. Okay.
Swindle them.
I'm curious.
No.
Sleight of hand that potion, y'all.
Sell it back to them. Like. Nah. Syl will just sort of. He'll go. Excuse me.
Huh?
And
Yeah.
he gets up. And he gets up from the table.
Oh.
Wait.
Sorry.
No, he said that at the.
No, yeah, no, that was Mon. Mon was confused and we're like, well, yeah.
I walk over to the other table.
Mhm.
I say, "So you got a potion of healing there? I was wondering if you need. Wait, is this the
That's
half?
a halfling, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
yeah!
Very
You
white
people
levels
didn't
of
question
voice.
Ringen's. You guys didn't question Ringen's fucked up voice.
That's because it's you.
It reminds me of the video of the cat with the really deep.
Yeah.
Isn't that Markiplier cat?
Yeah.
No, there's a
No,
legit
no.
cat that sounds like that. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Mm-hmm.
Is just need any more, or are you fine with what you got? Good.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. I mean, he was just asking a legitimate question.
No. It's basically just like how charismatic you're being about it. You were being just super laid back. You're like, yeah, I mean, if you want it or not, I don't care. Luckily for you, he got a natural 20 on insight. He can see that you're, despite being laid back, you're very skilled. you have particular sets of skills that
Oh, God damn it.
are very beneficial to people like them. And you see like slowly lean forward. Got any sample of your wares that we can just take a look at? Not a sample, of course, to try, but just to see.
This halfling is going to haunt my nightmares.
Covered in bells, big grinning face, deep ass voice.
I bring out the potion of healing I made the night before. And I say much, but it'll heal a little bit more than your regular health potion.
He asks, mind if I?
Huh?
Mind if I? Kind of motioning to it, just wanting to take a look at it in their own hands.
Gonna insight.
Sure.
I mean, he asked you straight up if you could drink it, so...
No, he didn't say he was going to drink it.
Hey, there you go.
He doesn't look like he's trying to, con you or anything like that. They're just trying to be to try and get an idea, a sense for what your wares are actually going to be like.
Okay. Yeah, he'll hand it over.
They motion you yeah, I'm just doing the thing. He uncorks the top, puts his he has to put 2 fingers over it because small hands, and does a quick shake, get a drop or 2 on his fingers, and just takes a quick taste. I don't know much about potions and such, but it's got a bit more of a zing to it than my potions. How much you looking for them?
Just regular 50 gold.
You selling this one?
Hmm?
Are you selling this one?
Yeah. You can have that for 50 gold if you want. Only got the one for now, unfortunately. Haven't had the time to make any more.
You're fine. Hey, Mivel. You see the dragonborn slowly look to the halfling.
I thought he said Merville, and I was about to throw some at you, Don.
Mivel. Not it's Mivel.
Okay.
Are we allowed to have our allowance, as you call it, please?
Allowance?
Yeah.
I love this!
Allowance?
Yeah.
Damn!
Are they that irresponsible with the money?
Do you guys say it out loud?
No. He's internally thinking this.
He knows better!
Yeah. But, yeah, he just kind of looking at her, and she slowly looks at you. She's gonna... She very slowly leans forward and kind of gives you a very slow look over your face. You've also spoken with the informant, then?
Mm-hmm.
She reaches into her purse, she pulls out the whole thing and just reaches in. She pulls out 5 platinum, sets it down, motions to the halfling, who's just sweet, hooks onto his back. Yeah, I get a live.
I pick it up.
To live!
I pick up the platinum, feel them in my hands, make sure they're actually platinum, but just not. Yeah, I'll bite one.
I thought you were going to say he picks them up with his teeth.
No!
I eat them.
He's a piggy bank!
Oh no, Faris! You don't want to know the implication of that.
I mean, all we have to do is punch you in the stomach, and you'll spit it back out.
You bite it to see if you can
okay.
get a sense for whether or not it's actually platinum, and from what you can tell, it seems to be platinum.
All right, he just kind of gives a thumbs up. So, have a nice day. Walks back to the table, puts the platinum in his pocket.
NPR, I adore your horror at thinking that you would shit it back out. I can hear you going, no!
Yes.
Yes, you are now 50 gold richer. As you're going away, he
Technically, you're 10 platinum, 5 platinum richer.
Well, 5
Right.
platinum, but you know what I mean.
I know, but still, getting platinum this early in the game, it's impressive.
I mean, to be
Right.
fair, that's what the Dragonborn had. That basically, she didn't want to pull out everything in her bag. So
When you got so much shit in your purse that you just say, fuck it.
basically, it wasn't like a small coin purse. It was like a bag.
Mhm.
Don, have you seen purses nowadays?
They're-
That is a bag.
Yeah, that was what I'm saying. It wasn't like a money purse for only money. It wasn't. She pulled out her wallet. She pulled out her whole damn purse, Paris.
I plan on getting rich. Okay, enough of these suckers.
The halfling kind of cups a hand around their mouth. If you have any more, and we're in here, I'll be happy to take a peek. If we got kind of looks over to the Dragonborn again. Our allowance for it. I'd be happy to buy a couple more. Casually.
He chuckles. Then I shall make the supply.
I get lit.
That half has.
What do you say, Paris?
She said that halfling has a very interesting voice. Because she was not expecting that shit. and I'm almost certain that she's dealt with, like, a decent chunk of them. So even that threw her off.
So that is not the normal voice of them.
That's not what I'm used to.
Usually it's a bit more proportional. Typically.
Okay.
The shorter the halfling, the higher the voice, it seems.
I have finished my food.
Juniper is staring at you, Samabella.
Aye?
As all this is going on, you see my brain just completely decided to short out there for a second.
Take your time.
I love that.
The
Go ahead.
manservant coming downstairs, and he has a piece of paper in his hands as he holds it up to you guys.
Man, so.
Oh,
The
yeah.
man.
He doesn't even, seem to mind or bother at all with, my selling beat at that. He just walks over and just sets it down. The informant wished to give you details of a few possible ideas of things that you could do. Is there any place in particular you were looking to go?
Do you mean Derby?
Yeah, Debe. Yes. I couldn't remember his name
I
for some
thought-
reason.
Okay, so I forgot his name, and when NPR said it, I thought he said Baya Bay, and I'm like,
Debe.
like an exaggerated baby?
Doo-doo pee.
Baywatch.
No! You fucking take forever to get here if we do
Well,
that.
that's why I put it in my other notebook. That's why I wasn't able to find it.
Oh,
I put it in my other pants.
I know.
bad.
What did Derby say?
He
Uh-huh.
asked if there was a particular place that you guys were wanting to look at, and when he asked that, you kind of look at him. He's like, "Put your hands on the paper and speak a place that you wish to go."
It is probably not best that I do. Just want to do.
Out of
I'll-
character, is there... Oh, I'm sorry, go on, NPR.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, what places are there?
Yeah, really.
Essentially, like type of places, like forest.
Oh,
grass,
plains.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plains or biomes, okay, right.
Yeah, essentially like either
Okay,
biomes
okay,
or like
okay.
planes of existence, stuff like that.
Okay. I like mountains
So-
myself. Out of character, I like mountains personally. That's just
I like forest, but that's me.
Yeah,
Whoever
Sil
wants to can
will...
put their hand on it and say what they want.
Sil...
Mhm.
Sil puts his hand on it and says, forest.
As you say it, the paper turns a faint forest green and opens up on its own. Let me actually pull that up here.
Wait, was this something that all of us, like, do individually, or
You can say a different thing and it will just change based off of what you say.
It's not a permanent thing.
Yes, it's basically like
Okay,
you
yeah.
say it and it's like, okay, here's what we have.
Okay, I was just
it's a
wondering if I
it's
made
a
the
magic
correct
quest
decision.
board.
It's a
for-
magic quest board that you basically just be like, look, I'm in this area, so you can like say like the name of a city and it'll give you the nearest job in that area. If you say forest, it'll give you the nearest forest in the area, stuff like that.
Also, man, while he does that, you can feel free to roll insight to see what the fuck's wrong with Juniper while she stare at a hole in her head.
Nah, don't. It's funnier.
It is funnier, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And that's a 6, so it remains funny because I have no idea.
Yeah, she's just staring at you. You know what the fuck? Maybe she thinks you're pretty.
It's polite to stare. He kind of leans in towards Juniper.
Well, she
Aw,
mentioned that the
I
voice
feel
was
the same.
proportionate to the body, so I was. Is it rude to ask if is that the reason your voice is high?
That's more of a regional thing.
Okay, I was curious and I was scared to question because you look like you hit hard, and I would rather not get into a tussle with you, primarily because I don't want more bruises.
It's pretty hard to get me going. Unless you really poke my buttons, and my voice isn't one of my buttons. Rather fond of it these days.
Well, it's very beautiful if it helps.
Well, thank you.
Can we talk about how Sababella also completely committed a microaggression?
To micro what?
Microaggression.
Saying, why do you look so tired? That's a microaggression. But
You look tired. I
It is
thought
a-
you'd been
it's
walking for a
it's
while.
an unintentional microaggression, which that's a micro. God, I watched a
That's
video on
nano.
how.
It's a nano.
No, it's like a micro.
feel
Micro
like-
assault is when you do it on purpose.
I feel like I'm
It's
listening
something
to
else
like
when
a
you do it by accident.
SJW
I mean-
talking.
Yeah,
the
I saw a
the
meme
only
video
thing-
about it where it explained it full, and it's
the
so
only
fucking
thing I
stupid.
can- The only thing I can think of is like an assault version of manslaughter, but
It is some version of manslaughter.
A
What
little
do you-
person manslaughter, microaggression.
micro manslaughter.
Oh no. I put my hand on the paper and I say mountains, I guess.
We'll get to you in a second. No worries.
I'm sorry, I
He's
thought we'd
trying to
already gone through it.
No, I'm making sure that you guys are able to actually see it so that you guys will be able to know what the quest is.
By the way,
Okay.
Don, while you do that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking through some of the books to figure out what we discussed about what's in Juniper's journal.
Right.
Oh boy, one of the things that I found within the CR rating.
Did you never finish telling me what you wanted?
No, I haven't. I've been through a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I've had to make 3 characters this week, and you know how bad I am at that.
That's fair.
What the fuck is a Gulon?
Gooey.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, it's gooey Mulan.
Ew! It's something that just never stops eating. When Gulon picks up the scent of a creature it has never tasted before, the monster hunts that quarry to the ends of the earth. They have an innate drive to consume as many different kinds of meats as possible, and if it's drawn out of its territory following a potential meal, it'll wander into a civilized area full of new meaty delights and may not leave for days or weeks.
It's
Jeez.
gulag.
It sounds like I'm trying to say goulash, and I choke.
Not the best time.
Have
to know
you,
that, but you know,
What?
it's there. Yeah.
Have you go.
Yeah, it's in handouts.
Oh!
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say it out loud. I'm
No.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Hmm.
If you want to, I can say it out loud.
I mean, please, God. Well, I mean, I can just
Yes.
copy and paste it. Or
Several,
can he only see it?
when he opens it, he's able to read out loud up to a point because then Sababella puts her hand on it and says mountains.
He's gonna kill you.
Cool. I pick my hand up, I slap it back down, and I say forest.
It goes back.
There.
Thank you.
Oh, so that's how it works.
what it
I
seems to say is that
Glare at him. I glare at her, sorry.
Now, I don't think she meant to do it on purpose.
So
So?
what you see is that several tentacled creatures have been seen dragging various passerbys away, ambushing them on their way towards a nearby town of Paslong. People have also reported that there's a creature in these forests, a giant elk, and they're worried that it's possible that if these two creatures collide, that they might drive the giant elk away or kill it, which people in Paslong find would be very bad luck.
Don,
Yes.
I'm very interested.
can I do a meme?
What is meme?
Cluck, 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 yeah, cluck, 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 yeah, cluck, 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 cluck. Ooh, caribou! Cluck, cluck, that's all I could fucking think! When he fucking said that shit, just Jimmy Neutron when he fucking does that snow day shit! And his dad, the fucking men going through the snow with spears trying to find caribou in an urban town!
Perfect.
Syl says, like, sounds rather interesting.
Hell, never. She like collapses. Essentially,
She collapses.
that. No, claps her hands like a little fast,
Oh.
excited clap.
Oh, I thought you said she collapses.
She
She
I was
faints.
like, wow.
She faints from enthusiasm. That sounds like some shit Juniper would actually fucking do. She got too excited. So,
Oh, quick question, Dave.
Yes.
Are there some, well, is there a blacksmith or, glassworkers guild nearby?
horrible person. I thought he was
In
gonna
this
ask, is
area.
there a black man nearby? And we're like,
As much as I'd like to say yes or no, I do feel it is pertinent to ask in this plane in this area, correct?
my nose is running.
Yes, in near this tavern on this plane.
On this planet, as I have mentioned, as you have seen, that we have access to many such workshops that would have many of what you need. If you're looking for specifically here, there isn't yet a glass blower, but there is one who has been asked to come here. He should be here within a month's time. Something about
I'm not looking for a glass blower. I'm looking for a building in which I can do my own work.
Glass blower supply?
That's what I'm saying.
I slipped into his accent. I'm so sorry, PR. I slipped in his accent.
You're fine. I'm saying that a facility for which one would be able to blow glass safely would be erected once he gets here.
I see. Okay.
Obviously, you can attempt to do so otherwise, but
May I ask a question? Well, if you don't mind. Sorry. If you're done,
what is
if
the
you're done,
question?
Syl.
I'm done, yes.
Well, two places. I don't know if you know, since it still has to do with guilds, and I don't know if that's your specialty, but who knows? You might have a passion for it. I don't know. Would you happen to know about a painter's guild or just a merchant guild in general here?
A guild for painters? I know that there are people who do portraits and such. I'd not heard of any setting themselves up here. The general store does sell painters' supplies. Some of the
I just
children
need to-
do it to pass the time, and so parents don't have to. Well, granted, they have to worry about their walls, but some like the attempt at artistry.
Well, it's not that. It's just so kind of like flip to a page. It just showed like essentially a fucking color picture that's probably long fucking old. I'm running out of supplies, and I've
As
been
I-
doing it black and white.
As I said, the general store does sell restock.
Oh, thank goodness.
Forgive me, sir. I did not mean to make it seem as though I was ignoring your other part of your question. She simply cut in. I had already told
That's
her about
why I
glass
asked if he
blowers.
was done. He said he was done.
He was done with the glass blowing, but he also asked about smithing. Smithing, we
sorry.
do have a blacksmith who, granted, to use their forge, it is taking from their time, so there is a cost for using their forge. But if you were wishing to, that is an option.
The correct way, I'd say, while touching the page.
What?
You say the correct way. It turns back into normal paper, and you actually feel it vibrating in your hand.
It's having a fucking panic attack. It doesn't understand.
Does not compute.
The correct direction towards holy beings.
Roll me a d20.
It's gonna like fucking slam shut on his fingers and like break one.
How many of your
See,
20 fingers?
It continues to vibrate, and then it seems to settle down. You get the feeling that it was processing your request. Now that you've given it more information, it seems to have sensed nothing nearby. So that is a little bit of information on something that this thing could potentially help you with.
Okay. Do you people fight a lot?
I try not to, but it wouldn't be the first time that I've had to.
You could say that, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Well, that's just me
Awesome.
specifically, at least. Can't speak with the rest of them.
Also,
He does fight.
Yes. Well, we should be able to- Huh? Yeah?
Also for Sababella, you did mention mountains. I'm updating the quest, so you now see a mountainous area nearby where there is a quest.
Let's see.
Just reading through that real quick. Utora, a giant from the Two-Side Mountains, has had issues with marauding raiders who are poking at their residents and stealing from them. They want their goods returned and will reward those who bring back their goods.
Once it's done, if Ginny will kind of like look to Isabella, let her hand out, like, can I?
I'm not gonna stop her. Yeah, go ahead.
She'll touch it and say city.
Okay. Roll me a d20.
I gotta reach.
She's laying down and relaxing. Oh no.
No,
Weird.
I put my computer on my pillow and it slid forward away from me.
Amazing.
So it just said see ya bye, and I have to fucking stretch. I can't see the keyboard, so it's a struggle to even type that. 17.
Yes, NPR. What was your thing?
When did the informant say he would be returning?
He
If he
didn't.
did.
It's
Oh.
essentially a case of you gave him a lot of stuff to work with. He's really, really happy that he's able to meet you guys, and he's getting to work on that. So he could be back soon, late. You don't have an earthly idea as to exactly when, which is probably why you were given this paper for quests and the like.
Oh, to pass the time.
So
Pass
just
the
in case
time
you get
and earn
bored,
money.
child.
And earn money,
Oh.
because if you want to,
I've
keep
already
living
done the
and
second
such.
bit. I'm joking.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god.
I tell you what, Paris, I will be earning
Ooh,
a
I like
living.
this one.
There's
selling
a reason
potions to
why I
people.
ask, honestly, because I can actually make some money if I do good enough with my painter's tools.
Excuse me.
Don't choke to death.
I inhaled. Ooh, I like this.
Inhale. I like that if you both have the same fucking thing! Oh my god! High five, NPR! Do not lick me!
Lick.
God damn it. Ew! I found something called a Zen absorber, and it's showing a picture of some weird crystalline thing ripping the leg off some poor goat.
Hmm.
It's only a medium fucking fuck off.
Oh, also, Daebe,
Yes.
you wouldn't happen to have a place that sells herbs and the likes?
there isn't a apothecary if you're looking for such things. They aren't going to have the most
Perfect.
exotic things, just so you are
Apothecary?
aware.
Just ingredients for like potions of healing and such.
Version.
They're going to be short stocked on those. Those are a bit more common, but also rare. But they generally pretty good about trying to get that stocked up as quickly as possible.
Thank you.
He gives you a light bow.
These handouts are just like forever available. You're not taking them out, are you?
Why would I take? I mean, I'm going to
I-
likely delete the quests when
They're done.
They're either done or the quest has been quote unquote removed from the board.
Okay.
So basically,
I just
someone
asked
else
because I
took
did. I just asked because I didn't want to like fucking go to copy it down and then it's missing and like what the fuck happened?
I love the idea that this is like a menu.
Right. Choose
You-
your quest.
Please peruse our finest.
Of course.
Please, which way you
Quest.
want to make money?
So I will read
Our
this out loud.
daily specials.
The
Daily
city is named Restway. There have been sightings of the only way that they can really be described is dangerous shadows that have been motioning about, causing difficulty for travelers, and there have been some who have been found with their hearts removed in back alleys. Assistance in removing
Awesome.
entities like this would be of great assistance.
Oof.
Maximum oofage.
Beer back.
She'll kind of like poke Sababella. Sabi,
Hi.
what exactly do you... I had to stop myself from slipping in NPR's accent again. What exactly do you know, do is what you are as your job? I promise this is an important question, but I have to ask.
Well, I generally look after people. I get sent where I need to by my order. As of currently, I'm a bit on an open-ended mission until I can get a decent answer out of the informant. I suppose sort of just going where I'm needed. Why?
Because there's something in the city removing people's hearts in back alleys.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, I'd be able to help out with that.
I mean, it's obviously a group collective, but I figured that your order might want you to deal with this if you saw it.
No, you're right.
She'll kind of look towards the group, because Tara ain't here, Oz ain't here, and I don't know what Butters wants to do it. Or no, Butters already did it. So... Ah, my nose is...
The wrong place. And he puts his hand on it again.
The wrong place. It begins rattling again.
Here we go again.
Just sits there staring at it.
What the fuck is a bird? It's a fucking prairie dog. With a backpack.
Puts his hand on it again. The bad place. Wait.
Keeps rattling.
I'm not sure it's gonna tell you. Or maybe it's
as
saying...
you say that, Debe kind of like very gently taps your shoulder.
Hmm?
Not your shoulder, his shoulder.
Oh.
Yes.
I believe that you're. How do I put this? The map is very good at what it does, but saying a generalized thing that it is not tied to a bad place could be subjective. For you, it might be bad to see a a group of travelers together with only one pony. But for someone else, it might be bandits. It might be seeing a black cat. You understand what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yes. Who are you?
I am Debe. I understand if you don't remember me. We only spoke the once when you came in and I greeted you, and then you went off and put your stuff away.
He's a very sweet helper.
I do my best.
Okay.
You're welcome to come with us if you want. Maybe you'll find what you're looking for traveling around with us. And if you don't think you're getting anywhere, then we can see if we can set you on the right path that way. How's that sound?
I mean... He puts his hand on it. Dead things that are no longer dead.
Are you saying that with your hand over the map?
Yeah.
It shakes in your hand for a second and then goes to Restway.
Oh. Wait,
To
Restway,
what?
Restway isn't where we are, is it?
No.
No,
Restway
that's
is,
the city.
when you said city.
Oh! Oh!
Ha. Found it.
Hell, ain't you just a clever little thing? Sorry!
No, I've heard rumors. Not normal undead, but weird undead.
Well, it looks like that's 3 of us that want to go. Still, you don't mind us taking a stop at the city first to see what's up with this, do you? NPO! Did he say be right back and I didn't hear?
I think he did.
No! I mean, we can decide this out of character anyway.
Yeah, well, you can decide it out of character, obviously. And if you need to, or not need to, but rather if you want to check stuff and, see if you want to look at other things later, obviously you can. But if you want to, put a tack in it to be like, hey, someone's on it, you just need to, state it. Which
I will
basically says that just so that you're aware that if you see it with a little, marking next to it, that means someone else is already looking into it. And if you go and try and steal their thunder, it's just bad manners. But you can certainly go and try and do that.
Mercenary etiquette.
Mercenary etiquette. But that doesn't
Etiquette!
yes.
Oh no! No!
It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to follow it, but it's it is etiquette.
Etiquette.
Well, while we figure out what we're gonna do, Sabby, you want to accompany me to the store?
Yeah, alright.
She'll stand up and kind of brush herself off, put away a journal. Did I ever tell you how I ended up in jail?
He looks very
Well, this should be
confused
an
before you
interesting
say
one.
that, by the way. Before you bring up the jail thing, he's confused. Then it goes to even more a little confused.
You're welcome to
Yeah.
come with us.
They allow felons on the street?
Well, to be honest, it was more punishment for an accidental type thing. You mess up and you messed up and they know you messed up, but you still gotta take the punishment. Still gotta take the belt.
What's the belt?
It's what I'm wearing. She'll point to the belt she has on.
Is that what that's? What does it do?
It keeps my pants on.
Oh.
Well, it keeps some people's pants on. Unfortunately, I'm a bit fat, so they stay on.
What's fat?
She jiggles her stomach.
So you're
It
well
is-
fed.
Yes.
Is that,
Thank you. I knew someone would understand.
You are wealthy.
yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So, so you have access to a lot of stores of food and such. Oh, I get it.
I try to share with those that don't. Everyone deserves to be a little bit chunky.
He looks down to himself. He's not the chunkiest. He looks built, but it's like the best way to describe it is like a cage fighter, like Gladiator,
Yeah.
to the point
Right.
where they
Muscle.
weren't well fed, but they were still built, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is the way
You
to
got
describe
enough
it?
sustenance to survive, but not enough to build a decent amount of muscle mass.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna roll something real quick. Ooh, that is pretty good. Mon doesn't say anything, but Mon does kind of look you over for a second before seeming to nod.
She,
Who?
Yeah, wait, who?
At
Look who over.
my, at my.
Okay.
You're welcome to come with us to the store if you want, boys. She's looking at, like, all of them, but since Silla's not here.
I
what's
don't
going
know what to buy.
Both of them just like, we don't know what to buy.
Y'all don't even need to buy anything. You could just be here with the company, and it'd certainly be welcome.
I've mainly made everything I wear or use.
Maybe we can find you a way to make that.
Being with other people is weird.
Well,
I'm still
that's-
getting used to it.
That's kind of the whole point of being social. Yep. Sure, there's gonna be some weird people, but you just gotta get used to them. And then
I
they
mean,
get
you're-
used to you.
You're already used to me, and I know I'm weird as
That's ain't
hell.
I'm not used to you.
I'm sorry.
Well, we're only acquaintances. Of course you're not used to us yet. You haven't known us very long.
I mean, to be fair, I already consider you a friend. She, like, pokes Abby's shoulder.
Yeah, but you seem to make friends pretty easily.
Mm-mm-mm. I mean,
Oh.
I made friends when I was in jail, but that was because I broke someone's arm.
That's impressive.
You
Just-
displayed dominance.
That's the one.
He called me a checkerboard.
They fucking deserved it.
I don't know what that means.
She points to both different. Have you seen a checkerboard before?
What's checkerboard?
It's like tiled floor. It's black and white.
What's
But
tiled
nah.
He's looking more and more just like, I don't
It's like if
understand.
you had two different types of rocks. One's black, one's white, and then
Oh.
you got them in a block pattern.
Oh.
Some people use it to play a kind of game with little
Disc.
carved up pieces.
Okay. That makes
So
sense.
basically, he was calling that a game board.
I think he used to begin.
I know what games are, but a board for a game? Why would you play a game if you're bored of it?
Here, why
They're,
don't
they're
we
going to
just
go
buy
in
one?
circles
No.
while this happens. We'll say that you guys are getting up and actually going.
Yeah,
shopping.
that's why Junie's like, why don't we just buy one and show you?
Guru, he will, before they leave, he'll touch the map one more time.
Mhm.
And he'll say something in a language almost guaranteed none of you understand.
Probably
Uh-huh.
I think I know which one, but let me double check real quick. I don't think
primordial
so.
or
but-
undercommon.
Yeah, no. They likely
Nope.
won't. The DME what it
No,
is, just so I
not
can
that.
verify.
Yeah.
I contemplated taking the
He
language.
grew up around people speaking the language. That's why I figured I could yoink.
He was like,
now I have
no
to go
idea.
for someone else.
Oh my god, you have no idea how fucking tempted I was to take undercommon.
Okay. You speak it, and as you're speaking it, Deabe looks at you.
That
Okay. I'll tell you. I'll DM you the word I say.
Mhm. Yeah, Deabe's eyebrow has risen.
Huh?
Deabe's eyebrow has risen at that, but he's not saying anything. He's not outing you.
How does the language sound, by the way?
You know how the halfling is a small creature but had that deep throaty voice? Imagine being a big person and having a voice that sounds like you're trying to speak from your stomach and having it
Sorry.
resonate through your chest to get it to sound right.
Oh god, it's vibrating.
Your
Basically.
Mongolian stomach singing.
Essentially. That's kind of what I imagine it kind of sounded like a little bit. It's
I'm back.
welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
What
back,
did I
dude.
miss?
Butters' his Mongolian stomach singing in a language that none of us understand.
I can promise you, you don't understand it.
Okay.
I thought NPR was legitimately about to say bet.
I mean, I do know one language that is kind of like that.
Let me look at your languages real quick. Not dice.
Look at his stuff.
Look at the dice.
Nope, not that.
I like that Sabby and Junie are automatically getting on. This
It is
funny.
not that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I found something that looks like the fucking Grinch in the Tome of Beasts.
Yeah.
Fucking Leo Salfer. Or the fuck you said.
Sorry.
You're fine. He looks like a blue version of the fucking Grinch.
But yes, you are able to ask that. This time you feel it not vibrate so much as it kind of like shifts under your hand, but it doesn't move. So it doesn't change. It's just under your hand, just kind of like tilting back and forth, as though to say no.
What happened?
That's for you, Butters, by the way.
Yeah, he's looking at the servant boy.
Debe.
Yeah.
He kind of nods to it. Likely there was nothing nearby for it to pick up on.
Oh, that's good.
Very good. Very good indeed. Something of that nature would be handled. You see him like lock eyes with you, and the way he says it, like his expression doesn't change, but you can tell that he's being like just like, yeah, no, we would.
Is he just trying to be mystical, or is he just
No,
is he actually trying to be threatening?
No, he's not trying to be threatening. He's trying to be
Okay.
like, he's trying to imply that, he understands that, the dangers and such of what you're saying, and he's like, no, we do not fucks around with that.
Basically, that shit ain't gonna stand, and we'll get rid of it as soon as possible.
Basically, yeah.
I heard something about a tentacle monster.
Yes, that was mentioned off in the forest.
So that
If
means
you-
that isn't that correct?
Correct. If you wish, I can kind of motions to the other people at the other table while you take care of the. You mentioned going to the city. I can ask them if they'll look into that to see if they can. If
also-
nothing else, to get a look and try and see if they can get information. Perhaps it.
NPR, something you did miss. You know how she asked for the city and got a mission? Juniper. Basically,
I'll be right back real quick.
Marcelian touched the map and said undead. Oh no, things that once lived but no longer are, but are now living again. And when he said that city came up again. So that's where we're thinking of heading.
This should be interesting.
Wait, we're all thinking of adding.
Well, three
It
of us.
seems the most pressing, so
Oh, okay.
It seems to be the one that's garnering the most attention from everyone who's talking about it. At the very least,
But yes, I am very pleased to meet all of you.
It's right, nice meeting you as well.
Indeed. Wait, hold on.
I
I
do
keep
not-
forgetting his voice. God damn it.
big time.
Doorways around here are not very fun or kind.
I'd ask forgiveness for that, but he kind of like he motions to the receptionist, like from like where like how he's facing you. He motions so that he's not actually like turning around and motioning like just like there we go, pointing at her. He's just like motions, just like just like I didn't build
He
this
pokes
place.
from behind his hand.
Yes, basically like she built this place, not us.
Oh, it is fine. It is just ducking as a necessity.
Of course, I would imagine I can speak with.
I just imagine he's looking up at me while saying this.
Oh, yeah, he's saying this like, oh yeah, he's like looking up at you just like completely, he seems completely fine with your size. If you wish, I can speak with her about having.
No, it is fine.
If you are certain.
I am.
He nods. In the meantime, if you do wish to explore the town, see what is to be bought, this group is. There's a slight quirk to his lips, a little slow at times, but they get things done.
Okay.
He leans forward. They almost got locked behind a rending portal, and were a little slow to heed my warning. They're
Oh, are
catching
those the
up.
portal things?
Yes.
The rifts?
Yes. Speaking of,
Ah.
I believe the informant has something for you all when.
That's how I got the armor. And he stands up.
Oh, fascinating. I'll have to hear that story sometime, but later. And you guys can go shopping. Is there anything you guys wanted to get? Essentially, this is going to be more like, looking around the town, getting a feel for what all's here. Since we do have two people who are currently missing with Taru and Oz. Paris is just
Is
when
there-
he should be back.
Is there like anything he would be interested in that he would find?
What are you interested in? DM it to me if you don't want to say it out loud.
Got any
Sill's
magic?
gonna
Oh, sorry, go on.
Sill's gonna go to the apothecary and
I'm back.
Welcome back.
welcome
Oh.
back.
I think you'll enjoy the second
Oh
one.
yeah, the second one is basically everything that you're looking at is going to make you just kind of like sigh softly and be really happy.
I realized that
Sill's going to the apothecary to get
Okay.
ingredients for potions of healing.
Oh yeah.
I realized that the guy never answered my question.
What was your question?
I asked if there was a merchant guild here at all.
You asked
He
if
said-
there was painters, which is what he focused.
I
on.
said, is there a painter's guild or a merchant guild? And then he told me where to
Oh.
get painter supply, but he never...
There's a what would it be? It's not a full guild. Let me put it that way. But there is a essentially a stopping point. Not point. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Checkpoint.
Essentially, it's a thing that allows them to. If a guild member comes through, they can check in, get mail, stuff like that. Well, there's only going to be maybe 2 people who will actually be running the place.
Right.
So yes, that there is a guild point that you could look at, but it's not going to be such a place that's going to be like, oh wow, there's a whole guild here. It's no.
No, but it's a place I can send a letter, so...
Yes, you'd absolutely be able to send a letter there. As you guys head out, you guys are able. Mon shyly asks, just like, "Can I come with you?"
Of course.
Wait, who?
Mon,
Wait, who's
Mon.
No,
Just
no, no.
like
With who? Because I didn't know if they were going 2 different
Yeah.
directions.
Are you guys going 2 different directions?
We're...
I would assume we're splitting up.
Yeah, because I'm heading to the general store.
Yeah,
You
hold
guys
on.
can go to one at a time.
We probably won't want to.
Is the thing.
I mean, what's the point?
Still doesn't seem like he likes us.
Fair enough.
So he
No,
probably
it's-
ditched...
What? No. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's more just like we're in a safe spot in the middle of a town. Why
Yeah.
not just
I mean,
get,
to be
get what
fair,
we want to do done?
I've been attacked by
Normal
werewolves in the fucking middle of a marketplace. So like
And
that's
to be fair, that was also during a full moon, and there was a whole bunch of other stuff.
It was not dark!
contributed.
I will corral everyone briefly and get us all to meet back at this spot where we're at right now in 2 hours. That'll
Fair
give us enough time to get everything.
Okay.
Mycelium would just kind of follow someone.
Okay. Mon is following Mycelium, so
Or honestly, you know what?
D2.
He walks. Obi-Wan. Sure, screw it. Wait, yeah. What direction? On the compass rose.
If we're going north, south, east, west, then that would technically be northwest.
Yeah, northwest. He just heads northwest.
Okay.
That's where the wind's taking him.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Northwest would likely be closest to where the apothecary is.
Apothecary.
Yes. Apothecary.
Hmm.
Nearby it. So as you're going along, we'll do that one first, and then we'll do the general market. The apothecary is going to catch your eye. The building around it is just it looks like it's overgrown, but in a way that it is clearly intentional. That it was meant to be grown in such a way that it would not have like thorns and such like that, or do damage to the actual building. It's interesting, but it's not bad at all. It's just a little odd. It's just like, oh, okay. And it's more green than you've seen in a while, besides just the grass on the ground. So,
Oh.
yeah. And the flowers that are growing out of some of these, so many colors.
He will kind of just walk in.
You see a young woman, hair done up into a kind of a messy bun like your own. Just kind of, at least an attempt at one, is just sticking out in so many directions, just like it was a ponytail that was just like folded in on itself to try to make it look presentable and such. But
An attempt made.
An attempt was made, an attempt failed.
Also, if you hear pages, I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
She failed harder than Mycelium?
Yes.
Wow.
She what?
She has
Failed harder.
She has a bun hairdo style, and it looks just so messy. It just like looks like she tried to do the bun, and either slept in it and just let everything fall completely out of place, or she allowed herself to get swept up in some kind of windstorm to allow this to happen, because it's just how did she let it get so bad?
I kid you not, Mycelium just gets a layout of the room, closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and just walks around till his hand touches.
Until it touches what?
Until his hand touches something.
Yeah, Syl's gonna walk up to the lady.
People!
Oh God!
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm looking to, purchase some potion of healing supplies.
Ow! Sorry.
Oh, you're actually Mon is going to make sure you don't run into anything and break anything, but
Too late.
yeah, the first part, you don't crash into anything and knock anything over. Ow! Don't do that.
That's why I yelped, because I was trying to grab a book and my other thumbnail just went.
I'm sorry.
Ah!
You're looking for a potion of healing, potion of healing.
This bitch sounds like she's gonna have like an anxiety attack just looking at.
You see her rubber face slowly, just like, I have that. Hold on. You should just drop down.
What?
She's dropping down to look underneath stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like trapdoors.
No.
Oh my God.
I'm like,
That,
damn,
I need to
fucking
write that down.
bailed.
Write that down for later. Don't do conflict yell. Drops down through trapdoor.
I thought she fucking failed. Like,
No,
nope, see ya.
She didn't bail. No. But
Never show that to Juniper ever. She would figure out a way to fucking get that on just like transport.
She pulls out some stuff. You hear a lot of rustling pages. Then she like pokes her head up. Looks over where Mycelium is, and she like just sees him like you've got your hands in a pot that has a lot of different flowers. You're kind of pushing them to the side a little bit. You're being gentle with them, obviously, but it's just it's a different texture than you're used to. It's very soft. Like it's actually, you know.
Well, here's the thing. Once he touches something, he just opens his eye.
Mhm.
It's the pot, right?
It's a pot, yeah, with the
What kind?
dirt. It appears to be
Yeah.
some kind of lily.
Oh boy.
Is it a thing for taking one flower? Like, do you have to buy the whole pot?
It looks like a whole pot sort of thing.
He just grabs the pot.
Okay. She like sees that and she like, I'll be with you in a moment, sir. Oh, it's back room.
This poor girl.
She runs into the back room.
I'll look to Silverwell. It looks like I am buying this.
It's a pot.
Is it just a regular lily?
It's a fairly regular lily, yes.
It's a fucking flower.
Yeah, it's a flower.
Don't bag on this man's flower.
I'm
I
not.
love-
I'm just asking. Like,
I love how easily she is. It's so adorable.
Please tell me it's like a little, like, starting to die.
Only a
God.
little bit, but it
They
is...
sell products
Yeah.
here.
To
Oh
be
my
fair,
God.
you see, he kind of just looks at you and goes, "Is magic allowed in cities?"
You would know that
Wait,
magic...
say that again.
He asked if magic's allowed in cities, which you would know that minor magics, it tends to be okay. Obviously, the more major you go up in magic, the more people tend to get really antsy and just like, what are you doing? Because there are places where magic is very misunderstood and can lead to trouble.
I guess depends on the form, really. I mean, potions are okay. Minor spells.
This should be fine then. And you'll touch it,
Hmm.
and the flower will blossom.
You're a fucking.
Better.
He looks and like is quite like enthralled by it. Like, oh, how lovely!
Say that again.
How lovely!
This quickly begins to decay. Oh.
Oh,
Oh no! I love the idea that they both went. Oh.
Like, uh-oh.
Slight bits of fun guy start to grow off of it.
Oh Christ!
That works.
I love this character.
life in a different form, I guess.
Exactly. And you see, he fully smiles when you say that.
Reminds
To the
me-
point where it's kind of awkward.
Oh,
reminds me of something I would see down in my home before, never mind, just before.
I want to hug Mon. Please let me hug Mon.
You're not there, Parish.
I don't. No,
Wait.
I don't mean Juniper. I mean me.
You can
You're
send
not
hug-
there, Paris.
Shut up! If
You can send hug feelings.
If you are over here trying to stop my love.
There ain't no love in this cruel world. How long does it take for her to come back?
Right.
Um,
Please tell me he hears her run into.
you hear.
Oh no!
Nope, that's not it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. No.
I love that. Are you okay? Yeah. No.
Maybe. Okay, let me try that. Why do I even have? Oh, no, never mind. Oh,
That is the
I
words
remember.
of a hoarder.
I remember. Oh, there they are. Oh, thank God. Wait. Oh yeah, no, that's right.
Those are the infamous words of a hoarder. Why do I even have this?
She comes back out and she has a few little pouches that have the ingredients in them, And she sets them down. Were you looking to buy the whole stock? A few of the. I have enough that you'd be able to make 5.
That should be more than enough, yes.
Okay, that'd be 100 gold. Are you okay?
Impia!
Oh, I'm just thinking out of character.
Oh. We just thought, like, fucking Syl was just like, what?
He like, let's see. Do you have?
Because I'm looking at it, and it says that crafting it takes half the time and cost it would normally take.
Yeah.
So I assume it means I'd need half the materials.
Yeah.
So with the amount that she's giving me, does that mean I could make double?
I feel like that's essentially what's being said because she doesn't know that you have those abilities.
Yeah. She she has 5 bags. She's selling each of them for 20 gold a piece.
Yeah. Okay.
So you'd be able to make 5
that's
potions
cheap.
from that. She. If
What-
you. Yeah.
Yeah, with the feature though, because it takes half the time and cost.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
you'd
assume that
be able
means
to make
that,
10.
Like a one bag makes 2.
Since it takes half of the supplies that it would. As opposed to with someone without that feature where it would take all of these supplies.
I'm calculating this with the idea that you're using. Oh, on. So you're meaning.
So the idea is that
Wait.
a regular person would need 1 bag,
Mhm.
but because I'm a potion smith, and the feature says it takes half the time and cost.
Okay.
Because
It's
he's
like,
a bo-
it'll take
So
half
yes,
the
you would
material.
be able to.
Because he's a
Technically-
potion seller.
Technically speaking, it sounds like you'd be able to make 10. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I buy all of them.
It's making sense the way he's saying it. I might be misunderstanding it, but
No,
Right
that
now-
sounds-
No, yeah.
put it in your notes that I said that. So if I ever say it again, you can say I told you. And say you told me to put this here.
Okay.
Because otherwise, I
I
will
will put
forget.
it-
I know myself. Just so we can ensure no things forgotten later.
I love this. Monster appendix.
Mhm.
Index, whatever.
Mhm.
Third thing to show up. Bard.
Bards are
Accurate.
monsters.
Wait, do you have the money? He looks to a Silvoro.
Oh yes, he reaches into his bag and gets. He will. Ooh. Yeah, he'll get out 100 gold.
Oh, you actually. Oh, wonderful. I'm getting
Thank you.
paid.
I'm getting paid! How
That-
often does she
How
get
many
ripped off?
customers
That-
do you get?
Is
Sad.
the-
You're the
That is sad.
you're the
Yeah.
first one in the last. She like goes
that is
blank eye for a
pure-
moment,
That is pure customer service right there.
walks over to a calendar. Is this the right date? Points at it. You look at it. It's not the right date.
This bean!
How long is it out of date?
It looks like it's probably 4 or 5 days out of date.
Oh,
No, look 4 or 5 days ahead.
oh my god.
Oh, she
She
quickly
must be,
marks that off.
she must be protected.
I haven't had anyone come in a week. I think they think that I'm not actually
Bigger plant.
here.
And he just looks around the shop.
Bigger plants!
Ew.
Bigger boot!
I mean, maybe if I had bigger plants, maybe they'd come.
What, Guru? What's the most
Oh my-
expensive thing in the shop that he sees?
Besides what
No!
you just sold.
Yeah.
Make a intelligence check.
Oh, I'm good at these. Oh,
It was DM roll, but that's a
I-
15.
yeah, I
Looking
rolled good.
you rolled really well. Looking it over and like taking a moment to like consider it. You kind of nod to yourself, just like, all right, I can do something with this. And it's not a matter of value at like face value. You're looking at a value also from your own perspective, and you see that there is a number of seeds in bags that are kind of just on the wall. And thinking about it for a second, you just kind of nod to yourself like, if I were to put value on something, being able to make something, and then make more of it, that's going to be valuable to me and to her.
I don't have time though, so I can wait on that. Man,
Guru.
Hmm?
Would I have heard of the spell locate object?
Make an Arcana check.
what is the most expensive thing in here?
She points to the bags. I just sold it.
Second most.
Oops, she rolled really high for that. There's a few flowers that are. Oh my goodness, what is happening to those flowers?
Oh, the one I'm holding.
Yeah, she just noticed it.
I'm not sure.
Yes, by the way, NPR. I was I out. She like looks down at her hands.
No, it happened when I touched it.
Oh. You have a gray thumb.
Great!
It is violet. And he looks at his thumb.
We'll call it a violet thumb. You're better at growing fungi than flowers.
I've been told that.
Yeah, that makes sense. That works. Kind of like nods herself, just like, yeah.
So, like, kind of. He'll wait until the exchange is
Mhm.
done. Actually,
She will eventually basically tell him that the most expensive thing that she has is a pot. And like when she pulls out the pot, she like stares at it for a second. It's like, it's actually more expensive than the motions to the
Bag.
yeah. And she's like, but that's because, well, you need to actually plant something in it for it to work. And
Oh my god, it's one of those kinds of pots.
oh, is it the? Oh, yeah.
How much is it?
I mean, it's not super hard to make, so I can sell it to you for 60 gold.
I will give you 80. And he puts 80 gold pieces down.
Oh man.
You see it take a
it's-
moment for it to register in her mind.
This is like
And
the
then
first
like-
time she's ever got a chip.
Basically, yeah. She like looks at you for a second, then looks down, like eyes widening, like, wait a minute. She's like, hold the hell up. Oh, okay. Is there?
And
is
how
there-
much for this pot? And he holds up the one he did, like, caused fungi to grow out of.
on the house? As part of the 80.
Tip another
Okay.
10.
He's not full on Batal, and he knows kind of how gold works.
Is there a is there a type of plant that you like?
This is a fucking pot of awakening.
Fungi.
Oh,
I love this.
she goes into the back. She grabs some fungi seeds. She kind of just sprinkles them in there. Give it a month, and once it's fully grown, it'll we'll take another month for you to have everything situated. But at that point, all you have to do is just carry it with you.
Guru, I touch the seeds and they bloom.
They bloom, yeah, but it still is going to take 30.
Oh my god!
It's still going to take 30 days to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, they do grow.
Yeah,
As
they do
soon as I
grow.
touch-
Yes, they do grow, but they won't be ready for what they need. They won't have seeped in the soil for long enough.
It
Don?
be how it do, how it is sometimes.
I sent you a DM because I was curious.
I'll. Oh, I know where you got that from.
Yep. Because you did say those books were on game.
I did.
We're on
I'll
game.
allow
We're...
it.
Thank you.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say she just picks up some fungi. Like, just
I thought
growing.
I was honestly expecting for her to like have a fucking panic attack and faint, but
Oh my god.
she seems skittish.
I turn to Mycelia and I'm like, I can hold the seeds if you want to, wait until you put them in the pot. It looks like, they're growing.
They're in the pot. No?
Yeah, they're in the pot. Emotions
okay.
to it.
Oh, he put them in the pot. Oh,
She
okay.
did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
And
okay,
he just
okay.
kind of stuck his finger in the soil, touched the seeds, and they started growing.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. He turns to the shopkeeper. What is your name, by the way? I didn't catch it.
Honey.
Ah, a nice name.
Thank you.
I think probably just a small suggestion. There's a spell I heard of called Locate Object.
Oh?
Can help you just kind of, does what it says on the tin. Just find something that you need. Might be
Ooh.
nice if your thing is as
If I ever get a hold
filled
of
up
it,
as it says.
yeah. If I ever get the ability to do that, I'll definitely keep that in mind. Oh, I don't know if the signs got covered up or anything like that, but I hope you all have enjoyed your time at the Honeydew It. And I hope that you just thank you again. She looks really just like, oh.
Let's
Do it.
Honeydew. Oh my god. It's quite alright.
Crying.
I make it smell like honey in here.
She notices idly and just kind of looks around, just like, where is this coming from?
Syl is like also looking around like what?
He
Wait.
kind of just kind of does kind of like a weird hand motion, and it comes out.
Mon's just like looking
that?
around as well, just like,
You? What's that? You, Mace?
I can create air freshener.
Air fresh.
it's certainly
Oh.
very fresh. I like it. Thank you. You're very kind. You're always welcome back here. Unless I'm not here, in which case, please don't break into my shop. I forget to lock my doors way too often.
It's not a B&E if it's not breaking. It's just
You're not there.
It's just entering.
it's
No!
just entering.
No.
And he'll
Yes.
kind of take the pot, and he goes. He'll take out his explorer's pack and like try to connect a rope to it so he could like wear the pot.
Oh,
Kind of
and
on
then
the crack.
she walks over and she helps you
Second.
situate it on your back.
Like
For a
kind of like
second,
think like a satchel.
Yeah,
Think like a satchel. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
no, I get what you meant.
It's like you fucking carrying a baby around.
Baby Bjorning a pot and playing. I'll just put strange pot that takes 30 days on my street on my.
I love.
You have gained yourself a nice little fungal plot.
Baby plants day out.
Well, I'm going to be off. I mean, by which I mean I'll be adventuring.
Uh-huh.
Perchance, is there anything that you actually, ingredient-wise, something out in the wilderness?
She like
If I-
looks at you for a second, just like, oh,
If I find it, then of course I can sell it or something.
I mean, if you find it, I'll buy it off your hands. Sure.
Hmm.
I haven't
It's
had
just
people-
anything in particular that you want, that you were looking for.
No.
She sounds so scared of you.
No, she's just not used to people wanting to be generous and help her with things.
You sure? Nothing that you were, well, doing? Researching?
This is a very nice looking pot. I thank you for letting me buy it.
You're
So,
welcome.
I love how into the pot he is.
And thank you for the ingredient.
Of course, of course. Thank you for shopping at the Honeydew. You thank you. She does a quick bow, just like,
Have a nice day. We'll open the
you
door.
too.
Sill's just like,
What nice people.
so he's gonna say have a nice day and walk out.
Yeah. She waves to you.
As he walks out, he goes, after he closes the door, Is 80 gold pieces a lot of money?
Oh.
Mon just like shrugs. I think it's more than 60, which is what she
It is
said.
more than 60. Yes,
It's-
I wanted to be generous.
well-
She seemed like she was very sad.
She,
It can be a lot. Yeah. It depends, really.
I
on
don't
what
have
you are.
60. I've got less than
How
that.
about for a pot? Is that a lot?
I mean, it depends on the pot.
Well, it would have to be a pretty special pot. This is probably a very special pot. To be honest.
It looks well made.
It does, yeah. Maybe
Possibly.
maybe
If she
there's
said,
special dirt in it. It comes with dirt.
Mycelium, as we're walking back, do you mind if I just, bit of an odd question, do you mind if I touch it for about 11 minutes?
To do what?
Well, she said to grow something in it for 30 days. Bit strange, so I feel like there might, and of course given the cost, might be something a bit magical about it.
Watch out. He just whispers something on his breath and traces his hands in the air. Guru isn't.
There is a sense of magic coming from it. Yes.
It is magic. Just as soon as after you say it, just
Damn.
I can
Damn.
identify it if you want.
I like the surprise.
He's such a fucking power mover. God damn.
Fair enough.
I love it.
It will be a pleasant surprise. Something the entire party can enjoy and see happen.
Yes, I like it.
He just goes back to that very faint smile. Let us go on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sill's gonna get walking.
All right. Meanwhile, with the other two, who decided to go their own way, having a good time. Don't stop them
The
now.
lo-
You
the
guys went
losers.
to the general store.
What did you plan on getting, Paris? Because you were the one who started this whole thing off.
Oh, she just needed to refresh her painter supplies.
Okay, cool. And then after that, I suppose I would like to see if there is a magical item shop. See what the selection is.
I'll follow her.
Because you weren't able to ask before you guys took off.
Sabby.
Level 3 magic item shopping. This is a
What?
rare one. Boy.
Jesus. Because at this point, she's just following her. Where exactly are we heading to? What are you looking for?
Well, I'm trying to see if anyone around here sells magical items.
I'm pretty good with my eyes. I should be able to spot something like that if there's something around.
Perception check.
My passive don't notice. Yeah.
What's your passive?
I'll give
Dawn.
advantage if
Oh, it's,
necessary.
this is the character with the high one.
She is slightly lesser bow, but just slightly.
Just slightly. Yes?
I just realised the voice chat is called Game Tim.
It was.
It was game time players.
I know.
Yes. I was waiting for someone to notice.
We
I will-
noticed when it happened.
I do want to give.
Games.
mad this absolute hilarity
Mhm.
at what I just DM'd you, Don, just for fun. Sabbath, I have a question for you.
Also, just. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Excuse me.
I would say actively looking for something wouldn't
It
be a
is
passive.
different. Yeah, it is different.
Alright.
So that I would still need that roll.
And Sabby giving me advantage, so I think it's what you said, right, Matt? I didn't mishear.
Yeah, I'm helping.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Okay, so this is such a rude question, and feel free to flick me right in the face for it. Approximately how old are you?
I'm in my second century.
You see your eyebrows raised like, oh.
Don't look a day over 100, do I?
You barely look a day over 40.
That's good genes for you.
So
I
you've
love-
seen... Go ahead, Butters.
Some dwarves would actually take you don't look a day over 40 as an insult because you're calling them immature.
I know, but this is a human.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm just saying.
So,
The future
just
of
take-
it.
I mean, you keep telling me they mature at 18. So...
I'm talking about like maturity as in like personality wise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Excuse you.
but this is a human, so for her, 40 is like pretty good.
So you've seen a lot of stuff.
I've seen some things.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen? I'm just curious. I love that whistle of just like, eh.
Out of character, Guru, am I allowed to dabble
Dabble.
In
where this character came from?
DM me so I can really go ahead.
Okay.
Dab.
Am I allowed
No!
to dab on these haters?
The phrase where this character comes from intrigues me.
Right. Stop! My head's gonna immediately think Mr. Sandman when you do that.
Bum 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 ba
I hate you.
Oh,
Mr. So-
Sandman,
Yeah.
make me some sand. Keep the
you so much, man. I hate you so much.
That's my favorite rendition of Mr. Sandman.
It's like the fucking.
It's the mom spaghetti of Mr. Sandman.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Man, me.
my fucking.
Oh,
That song.
Matt,
Yeah,
and-
I know.
that is vague as shit.
I know. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Hang on.
That song and Candyman are the ones that'll like immediately start singing. No, not Christina Aguilera's. Or not
If you
Candyman,
had-
Lollipop.
Mom, spaghetti.
Is that oh, thank God. There's some hair moving across my pillow because of my fan, and I thought it was a spider, and y'all was about to get fucking first-rate scream. Because that was a big-ass piece of hair. So it looked like a big-ass spider.
Third degree screaming.
Y'all have heard me scream at a mouse. Do you know what would have happened?
Yeah, but you also left for like 25 minutes
Yeah.
after you did that.
Yeah, I'm
that was
sorry.
the scary bit.
I'm
like-
sorry.
Fucking
Heck
got
was
murdered.
the scream.
Fucking
You,
got murdered.
Like yeeted yourself from this plane of existence.
I'm surprised y'all didn't hear more because, like, I actually threw my headset at it. So,
Wow.
You're wanting to know if you've had experience with
Squeaky.
that?
Well, I don't
Mhm.
know exactly if I can say I have had experience.
No.
I figured.
I love it. I love
That's
it.
fine. I can just make some
No.
rules then, if that's alright.
Well, just DM me and I'll let you know if it's within the realms.
Alright, let's
Just
see.
real-
I've once seen a dwarven woman put away an entire rock
Rock what?
Rock. ROC.
leg.
Oh.
No, just a pillar of rock.
That's what I thought he said. I thought he legit just said rock. And I'm like,
I've
that.
once seen a halfling battle a statue of a penis double its size.
Oh my god.
Just going based off things Sab about another game, so
My head just immediately thought of a fucking dick statue. And then it went to Family Guy, where the fucking statue of David or whatever lost his dick, and it flew into Peter's boss's window, and he just picked it up and said, "I shall call you Eduardo," and that was the end of the fucking scene.
Okay.
That sounds like a Family Guy.
Okay. Yeah, dang right.
That's the best way I could
Dang
describe it, and the kindest way I could describe it. That definitely sounds like a Family Guy episode.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing.
I mean, it was back when Family Guy was kind of good. Ugh. No, it's just shock factor.
Mm-hmm.
I threw my pen and it landed on my iPad, so I panicked a second. I'm excited for Dwarven Auntie. I almost said grandma and I get punched in the stomach.
Great. So Sababella like thinks for a minute, just like tapping her finger on her chin, and then she smiles.
So this one time, I had to fight a giant. If I'm not mistaken, it was a stone giant.
What? Okay, wait, Don. Ooh,
Pretty fun,
You've
but
heard
the
of
thing
giants, not the
was,
specific subsets.
the
guess
thing was, someone did some magic on him, and he shrunk down until he was about my size. So I was still fighting a giant, but technically I was fighting someone like human-sized. It was very weird. It was a lot easier though. That way I wasn't going to get crushed.
Yeah.
His head was within swinging distance.
Well, I mean, if you climbed high enough, something else could have been within swinging distance and he'd have gone down a lot faster.
I mean, I could have, but there wasn't anything good to climb on.
Swing low.
But is it swinging low or swinging high at that point?
Mama, won't you carry me home? Paris, I hate you for making me think of that.
I have no regrets. Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of weird stuff, so this is subjective, but you want to see the weirdest thing that I've seen? She's like fingering at her journal.
I take you write all that down.
I write down every single thing that write down and draw every single thing that catches my interest if I can.
Hey Paris, how thick that book?
You've seen that she is 2, and this book is pretty fucking thick. Pretty fucking
Man.
thick. Huh?
Is it wider than my hand?
Almost.
That's a big book.
Very avid note taker.
Well, that shows you're very dedicated to your craft.
I love researching animals and other creatures because they don't all fit into the beast category. She'll open it, kind of flip through, and at this point, the way that she's flipping through the journal, you can tell she's reread this. She knows exactly where she wants to go.
Subsection A, section B.
If only it were so easy to alphabetize. Unfortunately, I wrote in ink. So,
It's
there.
probably by date thinking about it.
Probably. Now, I'm not the best at, doodling and such. I practiced for a while, but I don't think it's that good. So don't laugh, okay? Sure.
I promise, but we'll see.
Don, should I just DM him the picture, or should I just...
God,
Oh,
this is
yes! Hold
It's
up.
probably gonna be great, but
Oh yes.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
hoping-
I'm just trying to find the D&D picture of this. Why do I put D in, literally the letter D, instead of D and D? I might have to just take a picture and send it to you. Yeah, I will. Sorry, man. Give me just a quick second.
It's all good.
We're gonna take a picture of this shit. Fucking cunt! There we go.
What?
Not you. My fucking phone.
We're trying to get
Don!
on, we're trying to get on YouTube. We're all trying. We're all
Nah,
trying real hard.
we're not kid friendly.
Gave that
that's-
up pretty quick.
That's why you heard me go, John!
They've been changing things too often. It's become a point of just being like, I can't win, and I'm just...
That's true.
Yeah.
You probably get it on Twitch still, though.
Yeah. I should start streaming that on Twitch again more often. I'm terrible.
There you go, man. It's DM'd.
One moment, please.
That's one of the weirder things that I've ran into anyway.
So this is a drawing, no information beyond that.
Oh, this is a drawing, and there's like a dozen different fucking notes nearby. Like, it's...
Yeah.
For lack of better terminology, it's like the fucking Codex book, except, you know, obviously without the stats and languages, da-da-da-da-da.
Eladrin penis.
Eladrin penis? I knew you were fucking Eladrin!
So Sababella just kind of looks at the picture, like she's just nodding, like, okay, yeah, that's, yeah, I've seen ton of, and then she stops, and she squints. She starts counting real quick. Like,
There are twice as many things on that should be.
Yeah, that's why I said this is one of the weirder things.
I think my favorite
I read
is
up
that
on
there's
it.
no context.
Right. There's about to be, don't worry. I read up on it.
Speed, that thing probably gets, my goodness.
It's actually no faster than a normal horse, believe it.
Oh, that's a crock. It's got twice as many legs. What do you mean it's only, like, not even faster?
Well, in exchange for that, it can also fly.
Oh, now that I can see. Well,
But-
the legs let it fly?
For a bit. Well,
That's how it works.
I'm thinking for a little bit it can anyway. It looks more like it jumps and then just kind of stays there.
That's flying.
Yeah.
It's falling
Yeah.
in style.
The next city I went to, it's called Sleipnir. I'm always so hard pronouncing these names. I ran into one when I was wandering around. It didn't seem too aggressive. It kind of stared at me for a little bit before it just went on doing its business.
We probably didn't see you as much of a threat. They can fly away. There isn't too many terrestrial creatures that can bother it. At least not for long.
Well, yeah, but you also have to consider in mind this thing. And she'll gesture to Mary.
Well, that's not just a terrestrial creature.
Very
That's
proud
one of the
looking
weirder
bird.
things. But this is also why I need to paint supplies, because this is kind of what I... She closes the journal very gently, waste my time on.
Ain't no waste of time. I've never seen one of those things before. I bet there's plenty other people haven't seen those either. We're only spreading the word on these things. People ought to be known. Just not too many people. Because you know, when too many people start knowing about things, then it becomes...
It becomes something that they
Good
want to
thing.
hunt and sell.
They like to ruin it. Exactly.
She points to her animal companion. Fucking... That's kind of why I have her. People, because of what they are, people like to take their hides or the feathers. And I found her egg near her parents. So I took her in and raised her so that I could try and keep her safe and raise a bit of awareness that we can't exactly, hurt these creatures. And that we can use them for more... What's the word I'm looking for? Where two people work together. What is it? Coexistence! Coexistence! There we go. We can coexist with them a little bit better than just slaughtering them. God, that sounds so stupid.
No, that's a right nice idea. I mean, nature's been out there for a lot longer than most races of man have been, so if we don't figure out how to live with them eventually, as advanced as we might think we are, we're gonna get grown over, as it were.
Funny you should mention that. She'll point to the flowers on, the creature. You mentioned growing.
Are those growing out of her?
Well, not out. You know, I don't exactly know, but I can tell you that if I put a seed on her and it stays on, it'll eventually take root. It's something they can do.
Isn't that curious?
That's why I want to find out more about this absolute adorable little
Don't
thing.
let Mycelin touch him.
She'll like grab Mary's cheeks and kind of like shake the head like you would with a dog, essentially. Come on, let's see if we can find something magical around here.
All right. Passive and active perception. No such magic shops.
Oh, bummer.
Well, that's it.
What did we find?
You found that there is still a decent variety of different shops and places of interest, including a forge where it's hot at work. Two different forges, actually. One of them is a blacksmith shop. The other is a whitesmith shop. Actual thing. They're working with stuff like tin and silver and such like that.
Oh yeah. That they
Lighter
work
metal.
with the yeah the more thin stuff.
Yes.
Bumbling idiot accidentally finds magic item. People looking for magic items.
Essentially.
To be fair, when I rolled to see which apothecary person you would be getting,
Apothecary.
I know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. We're all
I'm
happy
trying to
here.
help you so you say it right.
I know, but you got the one that had they only had the one, and they thought that it was pretty expensive, but it is a common magic item, so I was like, yeah, I can allow this. You also do see that there's a few other various things around as well, ranging from a cobbler's shop,
Shoes! I'm sorry.
there are shoes. There is a tannery. Sorry, redact that. Not a tannery. A leather worker shop. They do not have the tannery in the city. They have that in a different town over because of the fact that the tannery stinks, and they don't want that.
Yeah, and if this ain't too big a city, then
Yeah, it's not gonna have a tannery. Yeah, that's.
you see Junie's head like snap towards the cobbler shop.
As well as a weaver's supply shop. Just
I don't have weaver's tools for once in my life. God, fuck.
You're diversifying.
Ah! Oh,
I don't know why scrim, but okay.
I miss my sewing needles. I want to crochet.
Oh my gosh. But yes, you do see all of that,
Hold
all
up.
of them.
I gotta do something for fun's sake, Don.
Oh.
Remember how I mentioned that she's looking like at the cobbler shop intensely?
Mm-hmm.
She runs smack into something.
Fair enough.
I rolled a dex save, and I rolled a fucking 11.
Is
Please,
it like
please tell me
base
it's
height or something?
No.
please tell me it's a big muscly guy.
Roll a d20, Paris.
Hi, it's just me.
Oh my god.
It is actually a woman that you run
Oh.
into, and
Oh!
I need to roll her a save now.
Big. Oh, please don't tell me it's the
She-
apothecary.
She falls on her bum.
Miss, I am so sorry. I'll try and help her up.
It's fine. It's fine. Dust herself off. I wasn't watching where I was going. That was my fault.
Don, what is this woman? I'm choking on something, and I don't know what the fuck it is. I think it's my spit.
It's a she is about your size, tiefling woman, actually.
Oh!
You wouldn't know it without the horns. She has very standard human skin. Like if you were just like to see her just
I mean,
Out
their
and
eyes
about.
are also different.
a little bit, but not too much. Like her eyes have little slits to them, but they're not super different.
Oh no, usually from what I've seen, they don't have pupils. Is why I say that.
Oh yeah, then yes, that part definitely.
Could just be a different Tiefling.
Yeah,
True, very true.
I'd say that, but yeah, she looks very human, if not for the horns.
She'll kind of like dust her off. I'm so sorry. I get all caught up looking at stuff, and I just don't watch
She's
my
like,
phone.
like she starts brushing you off real quick. She's like, no, sorry. What's your passive perception again?
21.
I
I don't know why.
No, that still beats it. She tries to take your purse.
Yup, that's why. I knew
If
what
you
she was
swap-
doing.
If you swap around the numbers, you get my passive perception.
You miss it. You have no idea.
Punches her dead in the face.
She falls back on her ass.
Fucking cut purse, motherfucking bitch!
She runs off.
I'm sorry. No, she doesn't. I'm
Did
standing
she
right
just
there.
say cunt purse?
If
cut
you just
purse.
knocked her on the ground, then I got her.
What are you doing? She's trying
I
to
think
run
he's-
away.
I think she's
Mad.
trying to
Guru,
grapple.
rookie
Oh yeah,
mistake.
I'm
You-
running towards her.
Guru,
I
rookie
guess
mistake.
I'm
You try to take the purse as you impact. You don't try to dust off. That's
Yeah, that
that's
was
a
trying
rookie
to twice.
mistake.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're not there though, so I don't have to worry about that.
So as I'm running with my 25 speed, goddamn these short ass dwarven legs. I
Yeah,
guess
she disengaged and ran
Wait,
the fuck away.
John,
Yeah.
actually, can I make a request?
Of?
Well, no, I can't. Never mind.
You can make a request. Doesn't mean I'm going to say yes.
I wanted to ask if I could cast something while punching her, but
Not well. I mean, it's depends. What are you looking to do?
ensnaring
It seems
strike.
like a reflex.
Yeah, no, that's a reflex
Alright.
thing where you're not thinking to,
let me see. Oh, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna ask to do, Guru.
quickly.
Oh,
What are we doing?
no! Go for it.
Can I do non?
Non-lethal.
What?
Can I do non-lethal damage with a weapon?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and throw a javelin at her. Actually, no. What?
Cannot do non-lethal
Not
with,
yet, not with range.
range.
With the
Now,
yeah.
I can't do ranged.
Well, I mean, you can do. I would imagine you can't do non-lethal with an arrow, but a javelin.
yeah,
that's-
that's
No,
actually
even
gonna-
less
Yeah,
so.
that's even less so. That's
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
a-
big ass javelin, Paris.
I don't
No,
have
that's
any
why
other-
I said I can imagine you can do
problem.
non-lethal. That's why I said I imagine you can do non-lethal with an arrow, but with a javelin.
That's why I'm asking to. Well, that's why I
I
wanted the
mean-
hunter's marker in the first place.
Okay, so your hunter's
To
marker.
be fair,
Yeah,
I
hunter.
I can't imagine
You-
doing non-lethal with an
Yeah.
Arrow to the
firing
knee.
an arrow at someone. Like that's going to be pretty fast. Doesn't really matter where you hit them.
Are you throwing the javelin?
No, I'm not gonna throw the javelin. I'm still a lawful person. I can't be doing that.
I definitely got her face though, so. Is there a guard nearby?
I mean,
nope.
technically, wise, I am a guard.
She's the guard.
I'm a second guard.
Fair enough.
Wait,
I'm still booking it, Guru, mind you.
Yeah, you're
I
not
have
25
She
movement
is
speed.
very fast.
Sabby!
I pant slightly. Ah!
You're never gonna catch up to her. Just get back here.
wait,
These sort of ass legs.
what happened?
Someone tried to take my fucking coin purse but because I have a 21 passive. She failed, and I punched her in
Barely,
the
too.
face.
If
Oh,
she
you
had
bumped into-
rolled,
oh.
yeah, if she had rolled just a little bit higher, she'd have been able to beat you.
That bitch would have gotten 400 gold, and I would kill someone.
Oof.
This place is not without those, people who are still willing to try and, get a quick
Well, I
buck.
know what I'm taking.
Paris, I mean, that would have been your own RP mistake, kinda.
Yep. That still doesn't mean that I'm not allowed to chase a bitch.
Oh no, I'm still very much okay with this.
I'm
Um,
sad she didn't get a chance to grab it still. She just got caught.
Yeah, she
Wait.
she
Oh.
lost out on it. That's fine. I'm happy with that.
Oh, she tried to take from the one with the high pass. Shit.
She
Well, I
didn't know.
mean, I mean,
I know
to
she
be
didn't know.
fair, like,
What?
you can, like, even if they notice, you can still steal it.
Oh yeah, she was going to, but Paris was able to
Sock her and knock her back down.
Yeah, I rolled to see if
Mhm.
she was able to stay on her feet after she got punched, and she didn't.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
when
the
you're
only-
frisking
yeah.
someone, you think they don't notice, so just suddenly getting socked dead in the face.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She kind of got laid out on her ass.
Aw.
I
Fair
have
enough.
16 strength, man. Not for nothing.
Wow. To be honest, I kind of imagine your character being weak as fuck.
I imagine you you think that, and then she rolls up her sleeves and staring at you the entire time, flexes and just lets the
Here's the-
muscles
I
just
would-
tense up.
Here's the thing:
It's like-
Paris's character being fat isn't a a thing that is physically possible, really.
Yeah, she's
She's
like
just dead.
Yeah.
she's soft.
She's deadlifter fat, not
Yeah.
fat.
Yeah. She's
It's like
soft.
Jester
So
Lavore.
it's like-
You don't
So she's
think
not really a
she's
fat
strong
girl.
until she's like
Yeah.
lifting an entire tree.
It's
and
pretty
like, oh,
much,
shit,
I got shit that jiggles, yeah, but I'm still able to fucking deadlift your ass.
It's just that, like, the way I was imagining her was not someone that had a lot of muscle.
Almost, no, dude.
No,
That's
no, you're
the way
not
that I
wrong.
described
Yeah.
it to Butters was that essentially it looks like fat until you see her using it.
Okay.
Essentially,
Fair enough.
Yeah, she can throw around if she needs to.
By the way, nice great hook there, lass.
thanks. Okay, so remember how I said I spent time in jail?
Also,
I
Paris,
bet you did arms like that.
Savvy, by the way, you both do notice one other thing.
Yeah.
Bird is chasing down the person.
No! I will whistle sharply to call her back.
How far has she gone by this point?
That's a good question, actually, because the bird is faster than her if it's flying.
The
The bird
Paris,
probably
do you
caught
have
up
the
here.
do you have the stats for?
That's
her
not good
to
for
attack?
us.
It's fine.
Uh,
It's fine.
She has a 60 fly speed.
No, for its attack modifier.
Oh, for its attack, I think it's like 2d4 or something.
No.
Yo, that
It's
Two
bird.
hit. The two hit.
Do you
Oh,
have, do you
two
have,
hit?
Do you have a
Oh.
strength modifier? Just a strength
Oh.
modifier.
Oh, its strength modifier is 0. It's dex.
Oh.
Right. Okay. So.
Oh.
Can you roll me a d20, Paris?
Wow. That's a 17.
You watch as your bird swoops over, like flying down, just swoops down, all of a sudden just, the woman turns around, just like, not expecting to suddenly see big ass
I
bird,
mean, you never really do!
and she like lands behind her and just basically just thumps her with her head, and you just watch her just fall right on her ass again.
Wow. This lady is not having a good day. But
Roll-
she brought it all on herself, so I have no pity.
And then you whistle, and she looks up at you like, hmm? And this lady looks like she's trying to get away. She's like,
Should I?
I don't know why, but I just imagine Mary's just like sitting on her.
I mean, she's going to want to, which would be another d20 roll.
Sit!
Yeah.
She rolls out of the way, and she's... Actually, hold on. No, that's for... Let's see. Does she... Yep, she does roll out of the way.
Bummer.
Oh, well. Come on, girl, come back here!
Yeah, she's able to... She's able to scamper off, but...
So,
So,
Just
how
like-
many people
they're
are in the
close to-
streets when they do that?
A lot.
they're
So,
close
yeah.
enough. They're close
Oh, it's
enough,
fine.
so forgive me for this. I ever catch you putting your hands in my pockets again, I'll tan your fucking hide so bad you'll look red in the face! Stay the fuck away from my money!
There's a few people who are just like... As soon as they realize that it's a confrontation, they're just like, yeah, I'm not seeing nothing.
Guru,
There's-
we're nowhere near them, right?
Make a perception check. You two, I'll say that you two can make a perception check. Yeah. I'm gonna make one for Mon as well. 14. Okay, yeah, you'd hear it. Perception. Mon don't hear shit.
God, that hurts me inside!
Love
I can't do it right now. Guru, do it for me.
All right, 1 second.
Oh, let's see if
Because I have
Mom sees it.
I have a
Mom's
good
just-
passive.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Perception. your passive is enough to hear it, but when you like try and actively look around for it, you're just like, where is that?
Pulp Fiction.
I don't see the giant
John
fucking
Travolta.
flying
Well,
owl
as
thing.
soon as you
Owl
like round the
thing.
corner, then you see it.
Oh.
And do we see the lady?
You see her run past you.
And I'm sure at this point.
Do I see she's the
Juniper's
target of the
screaming.
suspicion?
With a 10 perception, I'm gonna say no.
Oh, I thought wouldn't that be
Would
insight?
I?
I'll let you roll insight. I'll roll
To
it
see
for
if
you.
to see if she's nervous or something.
She's running, and someone is yelling at him.
Would I?
Yes, you can roll as well.
I'll just cast
I
hold
mean, like,
person.
would I recognize that she was the target, or do I have to
That's
roll
the
insight?
insight. Yes, that's what the insight check would be for.
Uh,
Now I gotta roll a wisdom save apparently. So
That's a 3!
so
Mm.
just for fun, she's able to stay on her feet.
I'll just kind of walk up. I apologize if you were not the one in suspicion currently. But since a party member was screaming, I must do this. And he kind of just picks her up in a bear hug a little bit and just starts walking back over to them.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Oh!
Well, that's convenient.
So as that's going on, she is not beating your DC. Up.
Yeah, it's not that high.
No, it's not that high, no, but I mean it's high enough.
Plus, it's a 14, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, she wasn't beating it. You actually able to get like right up to them when you finally feel her hold break on you. That's a good like 6 rounds basically.
Mm-hmm.
Now, last before you start, scampering off again. Why the hell did you try and do that?
She's gonna try and scamper off.
I'm going to try and grab her.
I'm holding her!
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab her legs.
no, she broke out though.
No, she's
No,
No,
trying
that's a
to.
contest, yeah.
Yeah. So my
Oh, okay.
ceiling needs to make a athletics check to keep hold.
21!
Wow!
Jeez, get out of here with that.
You just barely are able to keep her from getting
Yeah.
out.
I ain't gonna hurt you. Leave me. Well, other than the punch, that was reflex more than anything.
I'll whisper something in her ear.
Okay.
I'll give you what I whispered.
I mean, that'd be appreciated. Yeah.
Why do I get the horrible feeling that he's like casting suggestion on her?
That's not his style.
Yeah, that's my style.
I mean, roll an intimidation. I need to see the roll
I'm not-
before I say anything.
I'm not proficient. Still a 22.
Yeah. She stops moving,
There
and
we go.
you do hear her mutter, just kind of not under her breath, but it's muttering like so. It's like not getting too much attention or anything like that. Just
Is Don roboting for anyone else?
Not for me.
hello, can you hear
Hold
me,
on, let me-
Paris?
Not
I
for me.
can-
Let me
yeah,
back
not-
out and come back in.
not for me.
Can you
So
hear
I was
me,
like-
NPR?
Yes.
Hey,
Okay, Don, speak for me.
can you hear me now?
There we go.
So what exactly were you doing? What happened?
I get money, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Why?
He puts 20 gold pieces in their hand.
Stares at the money, looks back at you.
Honey, if you needed food or something,
I just wanted money.
what?
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Oh, there you go. You got money.
Just get
Next
back to
time,
me.
try and be a little bit better with your hands.
She looks you over slowly.
Did she try to steal? No, sorry, I was being character. Did she try to steal from you without consent?
Yes.
Remember what I told you? Try to do it again. It is not a threat.
She
Okay.
shrinks in on herself, just like I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I bring her into a hug and pat her on the back gently.
Right as you're pulling her in, you hear a.
You make sure to take a deep breath in so she
Go
can
ahead,
hear the
NPR.
law.
Wait, because he's been trying to say something like 8 times.
Yeah.
What are you saying, NPR?
I was just gonna say, like, if you try and steal anything off me, I have a bottle of acid with your name on it.
Now get on. Now get on, you little scamp. And he just drops her on the ground. He doesn't make sure she falls like on her ass or anything.
Yeah.
But I imagine she was off the ground a bit
Yeah.
from how tall.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There you go. Now get along.
She's bolting, rogue speed, dash, run.
That's
Out.
12.
Rogue speed.
Junie like spins on her heels to Sabby. I learned that right hook from a cellmate.
Well, it's certainly come in handy.
A prisoner then.
How about we get into that cobbler shop now before something else interesting
I
happens?
mean,
I told you I was in jail before. I only spent 2 weeks
Did
in
you?
there, but that was more than enough time.
yeah, she did. This was when you weren't here, Miguel.
Yeah.
Yes, you would have heard
Yeah.
that.
Sorry. I thought you were here when she said it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, why, is that the only reason why I paralyzed that woman? Well, how
Yes.
far away was I from them, by the way?
Only about 30 seconds away from talking to him. So, if you only are going 30 feet per turn, that's 150, 180 feet.
So it'd be hard for them to make out very small details from that distance.
Yeah.
In PR, you'd see it because you're next to him. Because since I believe, since it's actual like leveled bow,
Mhm.
you see him let out a cough again, and this time a little something escaped the corner of his mouth as he
Mm.
The heck?
just like these very faint particles as he did it, and then you saw
Oh
her
yeah.
lock.
No!
Oh yeah, he is.
No!
You're saying I see this?
Yes, you would have seen it.
Yeah, you would have seen that when he cast hold person. 'Cause it's
Oh, okay,
material
so we
spell.
didn't see this.
Nah.
Hold person. Oh.
Yeah, that's what he did to catch her.
Ah.
Butters, I'm gonna DM you something real quick. And I know you're probably not gonna fucking answer, but
I'm a dick. I'm not gonna answer that.
that's why I said you're probably not gonna answer. Yeah, I spent, a little bit of time behind bars. I accidentally burned down a shed.
Is he the big shit?
Things happen.
What are you looking for in the cobblers, by the way?
Shoes.
What
Yeah,
I
kind?
just-
There's some nice boots. I
No,
suppose.
Dawn, you don't understand.
Does she
the
got no
only-
shoes?
No. The only way I can answer is shoes. It doesn't matter. She's just a shoe enthusiast, so anything you give me, yeah.
Okay.
Ah. Right.
You know the women who go nuts for all kinds of
Connoisseur of
shoes,
the
no matter.
Mm.
I've never had shoes. He's looking to the cobbler's place.
Do you want shoes?
What are they used for?
To protect your feet, just in case something's on the ground that you don't want to step on.
That's called kicking rocks and being
That's
Yeah,
what
what?
this-
What
He'll
if it's
point,
glass?
like, he'll lift. He like lifts up his foot, kinda. You ever like to show it off? He goes, "Well, it's kind of created natural padding," and you see the bottom of his feet are callous as fuck.
Mon does the same.
Like,
At this
yeah,
point, you
like-
probably don't need them. But some people also like to wear them because they look nice, and they like how they look
You
in them.
have toe beams! I'm sorry.
who you say that to?
Both of you.
Mom? He doesn't.
Oh, well then
no.
mine.
He is not. It is
Yeah.
very flat, humanoid.
Y'all
has
are
dra-
no
he
fun.
He has dragon feet, and I have furbolg feet.
Yeah.
Kobolds have been drawn with toe beams. They're just rough.
Yes.
Mine's not that hairy to have animalistic feet.
Toe beams are literally just pads on. Oh wait,
It's
no,
like-
never mind. I understand what you're
it-
saying.
It's at feet. Because they go barefoot like literally everywhere.
Nah. Like the main art for Furbolg has him wearing shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It,
It's just
it depends
just a
on
choice.
how the person wants to play it. Which
I'm a shoes man.
Mostly boots. They love boots.
yes.
Like big, warm, comfy boots.
I mean, I can see why.
Mm-hmm. I can as
Mm.
well.
I'm looking. I'll look for fur boots. Not like completely fur, but like
Boots
Leather
with the fur.
boots.
I hate you so much.
Is it
The
wrong?
fur?
No.
Was the whole club looking at?
As
Did
she hit the floor.
She hit
Next
the
thing you
floor.
know, everybody got low, 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 low.
It's Shardy got low.
Yeah, Shawty got low.
How dare
I
you
will-
misinterpret the sacred text, Guru?
The sacred text! Do not quote me the sacred text. I was there when they wrote it.
I was
I was there when it was written. Witch.
Oh my god.
I'm going up to the cobbler.
Right, yeah.
For the sake of
Jesus.
brevity, are you
Oh,
wanting to
sorry.
get really expensive boots or just boots?
I'm actually gonna ask if he has any magical boots.
Yeah, stares at you.
This is a cobbler.
I
Dude,
have
never know.
shoes.
Walking.
I don't have use of magic in my shoes.
Well,
Is this genuinely his?
Yes.
Is this genuinely his voice? I might take a crowbar to this man.
You want to buy my shoes?
You might what? Genuinely what this man?
I said I might genuinely take a crowbar to this man. He's scaring me.
Oh.
That's just his voice.
I have a very fine variety.
Sounds like he's breaking.
He wouldn't
like
say
every-
variety. He'd say variety.
It sounds like he's
Variety.
breaking like every 5 seconds.
I will bow out of the way and let Paris try this out.
I'm literally crying.
The minute he speaks, her eyes widen. Legit. Oh. Well, I'm just looking for simple shoes. Boots, not shoes. God dang it.
Oh, there's a difference. No worries.
She glances over her shoulder at Sabby like, help me.
I love how he just like casually just said shoes. Just under his breath.
You're gonna like kill APR with this voice.
I walk up next to her and I turn back to the proprietor. I thumb over and I say,
So she's looking for some nice looking shoes, something that'll make her feel pretty. I'm not exactly sure what style. What style you looking for?
Fur-ish? I don't want them completely made out of fur. I know some people like those, but no.
100% fur boots.
I will hit you with it. Improvised weapon. Jesus Christ, Butters!
This man been walking around with no health.
Whoops.
I actually did that with one of my characters. Like, I had a fuck. Remember, Don, how I told you that one of my DMs let me be a dragon rider? I never rolled the health for the dragon. I looked at it as I was in combat, like, why is this blank? And it was like, oh!
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Oh, this shit roll of blood. I'm sorry.
Damn, it's
So-
fun.
You're able to get a very nice pair of boots. They'd only cost you 2 gold.
He immediately pulls them on.
They're very comfy.
Have I ever mentioned that I have an affinity for shoes as well as my own little quirks?
He does raise up a finger. Just so you know, you're gonna want to break them in. The soles will hurt your feet otherwise.
Oh no, I've worn boots before.
His eyes get really wide.
I lightly crack my knuckles.
I can help with that.
What the hell are you gonna be doing to my feet with those? You're scaring me.
Get your feet. I'm just gonna break the boots in.
As those two are doing that, Mycel leans over to Savor. Shoes have souls in them.
Beautiful.
Different kind. It's SOLE. It's like
Oh, I thought
it's the
that
rubber on the bottom.
Oh, that's boring.
Mon wanted fucking shoes that scream every time he steps on them.
Just get
Oh.
geese. Great shoes.
No,
Then you get to hurt them with every step.
Oh my god.
why do you hate me
Fuck.
so much?
You know why.
No, I
Do
just
we?
kind of want to enchant one of my shoes with magic mouth. Like,
I've told the story.
Yep.
just kick someone and the goose bites them.
Oh God!
Yes, you are able to get. You are able to get yourself.
Can I get knee highs, by the way?
They can be knee highs. Yes.
We could call them goose.
I'm gonna choke you.
No, we can't.
So we'll mark off your golds and put in that you have your knee-high fur boots. And I'd say that that'll be a good place where we're gonna end the session.
Oh,
this
I was gonna say
evening.
Marcelo looked to see if any of these would fit him.
There is a pair that
Size, whatever in the fucks.
yeah.
You would be
Greg,
size
they're-
14, but
they
it's
would-
easy.
They would need to resize some of them, but at the very
Mad,
same time-
I wear a fucking 13 in real life. How the fuck?
Yeah, excuse me. I was thinking big sizes in terms of human. You would be a size 25.
There we go.
420.
No.
42.
Also, I was gonna say about 22.
But yes, what do the shoes look like, Guru?
They're similar to what Paris got. They don't go up to your knees though. They're
I was about to say, I'm like, put
They
him
go
in
up
some
to your
thigh highs,
ankles.
please.
no.
You know
They're just like leather, kind of.
the amount of
Yes.
material man in it.
But just imagine
Just
he
put
wears
them in
them.
calf highs.
Can I touch them and cause moss to grow across it?
Preferably after you've bought them, but yes.
Nah, he'd do it there. He doesn't know that.
The person kind of stares there for a second, just like,
That is some big you break it, you bought it energy right there.
that'll be
What
5
the
gold.
hell are you doing to those shoes?
I just imagine.
5 gold,
he'd,
sir.
I just imagine he wears them and mushroom over the top.
he looks at it. He'll take out some leftover hide from the from the fucking Umber Hulk
Yeah,
and like straps it to it to make them kind of armored.
right.
These aren't
That
shoes
can do.
anymore. These are shooms.
No, stop.
How much for these?
5 gold.
How did you manage to?
Yeah, I'll
I'm
put
not
5
asking
gold.
questions, I'm
Yeah,
just
and he
wanting
puts
that
on-
done.
I love how the thought that this boot, one of these boots, is bigger than mine.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
So yeah, he puts them on.
Mon goes to the Cobbler's Guild to buy a new home.
Yeah. But
Just
yeah.
lives in a shoe.
That is a good place to end the session, just to let Oz and Tara not be super far behind. Well, to be fair, this was a shopping episode to help them not miss
Yeah,
anything, but
He would say the reason he got him is so that he can be a part of this custom better.
yeah. Mon is okay with not being part of this custom. They like their toes.
Mon is like, fuck this.
They have lizard feet. It's weird
I
otherwise.
told you, motherfuckers, I was coming in swinging.
I love this.
You were not wrong, and as soon as I got most of this, you know what? Yeah, I like it. That being said, for everyone watching, thank you all so much. We hope you enjoyed this with us as much as we've enjoyed making it. And until next time, we've been What Team Comp, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Woo!
Shoes.